Lorwyn makes me sad.
I haven't seen it yet. We can pull it up. Hey, welcome to the show before the show, where I check to make sure everything's working. I think it is. Let me know if my mic sounds funny to you. I'm Patrick, your local game guy. This is co-host Will, fellow local gamer.
Sup?
Dude, not much. I am happy to be back in New York. I've been playing catch up on so much, man. I was out in Outer Banks for holiday. We have this like annual beach week thing we do. It was great. I'm better now, feel well rested, and then I just went right back into it, which sucks. But work was great. Hi, Shanir, you're never going to see this. Yeah, I feel really good. I played a lot of tennis this week and did a lot of F45. And I'm going to play some games after today's stream. But how about you, Will?
I've been good. Work has been pretty casual. I've been just doing my usual thing. That's really all there is to it. Nothing fancy.
Okay, that's good. Usual's good. I like a relaxed, casual, usual day every now and then. Today should be pretty chill. This weekend should be pretty chill for me. I'm not gonna lie, I have like projects I need to work on at some point over my weekend, but I give myself a 3-day weekend, so I'm gonna have like a regular 2-day weekend basically is what it's gonna amount to. But shocker might disrupt my weekend plans should he take all the energy from the conduits in my neighborhood. Anyways, shocker. He's who we're talking about today, not us. You don't care about us. You care about the human villain that is a mono red storm cEDH commander. We'll see. We've built decks like this before on the channel. We've highlighted Bergie.
Why are you calling him Shocker?
Shock? Did I say Shocker?
You've been saying Shocker.
You know what? I mean Electro.
Like, is that the Omen Path name for him? Like,
no,
the Omen Path is like Shocker, and it's like,
dude,
no.
Dude, it's not even remotely. His name is Bayo. Bayo? No.
Yeah, it is Bayo. Irritated Instigator.
Yeah, no.
Instructor.
Well, there is a Shocker. Excuse me, but
Irritable Instructor.
This is not him. I don't know why I was saying Shocker, but no, there's a Shocker in the same universe as Electro. At any rate, Electro, we've done similar builds to this before. As a matter of fact, I might have just linked you one in the description. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. We've done Birgi, we've done Urabrosk, and now we have Electro. And we were sort of weighing the three. Mono red storm decks like this come up every so often where you have like the outlet and the CZ as well as some sort of he's not really mana generation in the sense he's like a piggy bank. And mana generation.
Yeah, one red every time you cast a thing.
Yeah, it's not as flexible as say Birgi, but I think with the way you're gonna run the deck, it should be fine. But yeah, we did a legendary tier list from the set. Highly recommend you check that out, where we give you ideas on how to build each legend from the set. And Electro is one of those ones where we're like left and right on so far as whether or not he's as playable or is as good as pre-existing mono red commanders that do the same thing. And I think we kind of landed on him potentially being better than at least one of those two I mentioned. I don't know. He's very similar to Urabrosk.
I think he's arguably the best of the three, but that is arguably. I've slowly been getting like a little bit more hyped on him over time because I realized, oh wait, he's really good at just saying reiterate, mana bank, game.
Yeah.
So he can go infinite with pretty much anything because he sets up reiterate really well. But as a Storm Bergie / Urbrask copy paste, I feel like he's a little bit weaker than them at doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But he has an entire separate play line, so
he actually looks like he's casting reiterate.
Oh yeah.
He like
somebody just needs to make that edit on reiterate where it's just like has like the tiny little fork prongs coming out of the caster's head.
Yeah, just this full. It's like an alt art, but it's really just the caster being changed to Electro. Not Shocker.
Yeah,
not Shocker. Will. Oh my god. But no. So this deck is again very similar to Urabrosk. So I cheated a little bit today. Normally, when we do builds on the channel, we start from scratch. obviously we build these lists out with you guys so that you have some input. We get your input and obviously take advantage of it. Because that's the whole point of doing these live in the first place. But because it's so similar to Ouroboros, I did copy paste over older build we did. There are certainly some banned cards on here that we will work out of the list. But I do see it functioning very similarly to this. There's obviously a ton of new cards since these bans occurred that we'll want to incorporate, and play lines that may or may not be in here. Reiterate is in this list. But we're going to work out a deck from there to sort of fast track the build for us. If there are play lines that you think work well with Electro, or are there any sort of combos we're unawares of as we go through this that you think are great for this, you're on a Discord for Electro, whatever the case, let us know your thoughts and opinions on the deck. You can take this as a blueprint, do with it what you will, or share your list in the description, or not in the description, in the comment section afterwards. You can check out our list in the description, though. At any rate, still show before the show. Everything looks fine. Seems like the stream's running well enough. I keep getting warning signals on YouTube, but like it seems fine. Okay, ready to do the thing, I guess. I mean, we could talk about general play lines for this deck, and then
we can talk about some of the Lorwyn Eclipse stuff while people slowly scooch in if you want.
Yeah, so here's what we'll do. We'll talk about Lorwyn, but before we break into this is something we've been trying to do with each deck, and we've been consistent on it, is just establish like what our baseline expectation is for Electro. We could read him off and do all that after we check out some of the Lorwyn stuff, but I would like to figure out where we see this guy landing and if it falls short or higher of our expectations. But we can get to that in a second. I want to check out the new Ashling. They've been good, like progressively better over time. And you're telling me she's
sad, very sad.
She's is it? She's is it though? Okay, what's wrong?
She's is it, and she ETB and on transform rummages, and then on the flip side makes a whole 2 mana.
Transforms.
Not she's not 2 mana dork. She just makes 2 mana.
Oh, that's it.
A bad Rite of Flame.
It's a pretty bad Rite of Flame. You have to pay. It's a rite of. It's a rite of water. Actually, it's a rite of splash. You pay a blue. It's a
rite of shame, is what it is.
It kind of is. No, is there a way to abuse this at all? Not really.
Not really. We have another one. Sig got a flip card that
I saw. Yeah,
he's actually pretty decent.
We can pull him up actually too. Guys, if you're not aware, I know we're talking about Spider-Man characters right now, and it feels like the world of MTG is nothing but other IPs, and I don't blame you. But Lorwyn is coming this year as well. So we're just discussing some of the spoilers now, if it isn't obvious. But if there's anything you guys want to check out, like this freaking Bitter Bloom Bear, just the shit, we can talk about him. But
there's a lot of cool stuff that we've already gotten spoiled. But really Sig cool was one that I thought was he was going to be bad. He turned out to be actually kind of decent because you're in the flicker colors. He's really good at being flickered. And what I realized is, hey, if your deck is just double strike creatures, pay the 1 white to flip Sig to the backside. You get the target creature gains protection from all colors until your next turn effect.
Unblockable.
In response to that, flicker Sig like a couple times, and then you stack the draw effect onto your double strike creature, then give it protection from everything, and then you swing to like draw 20 or draw just a dumb amount of cards. So I realized, wait, yeah, he gives evasion and a lot of draw. That's pretty good.
It's honestly not bad. I mean, obviously, this could be thwarted by the person aiming to remove the protected creature before your spell, your triggered effect lands, but it's like that's not even a bad scenario because like they do that and it's like, okay, well then I just wait on operating this. And it's like that's even a weird play to begin with, but I could see this functionally drawing a lot of cards. Player
not a good cEDH commander, but very fun and casual.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Both sides are 2/2 as well. Yeah, Wolf, I was thinking the same thing with Ashling. I'm like, that's why I was surprised that she's is it She was originally Rakdos. I'm sure there's like a lore
No,
reason as to why.
mono red. She was
Well,
originally mono red. I don't think she's ever been
you
Rakdos.
sure?
Yeah, I think every Ashling has been mono red because she's like the embodiment of fire from that realm. And then
Oh,
this is
oh,
lore we're
oh,
gonna
oh, oh.
eclipse, so it's like day and night inverse of what things actually are.
She
So the
she
backside of
does have a mono
Ashling is
black. She does have a mono black version. I think that maybe that's the reference.
oh, you're right. You're
Yeah,
right. She does have that mono black version.
yeah, from
I keep
Morning
forgetting that
Eventide.
version exists.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
like when
That's
she hits something, when she hits a player, they sack a thing.
yeah. Whatever Ashling deals coming down to a player, choose target creature that player controls. He or she sacrifices that creature.
Yeah, I kept
That's
thinking
fine.
the original Ashling was the pay mana, get counters on it. If you've used this 3 times, remove all the counters and just drop a bomb.
Mm-hmm. What was that? The obligatory blue 2-drop draw critter? Which? Oh, you just mean for the set? Do you mean Sig being that?
Yeah, either Sig or Ashling both draw to some extent.
Yeah, we got
Sig is
two.
just draw every turn, but like Sig is, if you stack him with Double Strike or Panharmonicon effects, he draws a lot in casual.
Yeah.
And also, maybe that dumb Panharmonicon wizard that no one ever used that is now viable. That was from like Dominaria Reforged or
Oh, the
whatever.
one that works with
1 blue wizard Panharmonicon. The 2 mana wizard Panharmonicon.
Okay.
It has a use. Sig is a wizard.
We have tech, Sig. We have the tech to tune you. I actually really like these. I don't know how effective these are going to be ultimately, but I like Emptiness and Deceit as well. Like I love just the concept of playing with the split colors this way, and obviously a high generic cost. And also these being evocable so that you can get one or the other. It's like a odd way of doing modal effects, but based off of like your mana generation. I really like Deceit and Emptiness. I just think that this is mechanically a really cool space to work in, despite these maybe not being the most playable in a competitive setting. I really like them.
It's funny. I think people have already like broken Emptiness for 60 card because people realized, hey, you can stack the triggers so the evoke happens after, and then you can 2 mana reanimate a Flicker Wisp, which will flicker Emptiness. So
Yeah.
on turn 2, you're just gonna have a 3/1 flyer and a 3/5. That's tempo. That's a lot of tempo. That's a six in stats
dude,
on turn 2.
When I saw Emptiness, I was thinking like that top effect has that there has to be some play with that. Obviously, like, you know, the removal is its own thing, but that's pretty slick. I mean, yeah, why not have a 3/5, a juicy 3/5?
People are talking about it for like a Boros or Orzhov decks in Modern.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. For this guy, playing Emptiness into
yeah, doing Emptiness with if you're in red, you can use like a 1 mana red loot effect to discard a Flicker Wisp or Noble Prince, I think is the other Flicker Wisp effect. Or you can turn 1 like Black Entomb or something like that. Something along the lines of just 1 black mill some cards.
Do you think that's why they made Emptiness a 3/5 so that it wasn't as abusable?
3/5 for like 2 mana is still really abusable.
I guess that's pretty good. Yeah. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Calyx with Fairy Mastermind, Polywog, Satoru. Yeah, we
just the 2 mana draw, sweet.
Why not? Give us more. Is this show before the show, by the way? Yeah, and I think right now we're gonna bump that line of Electro. So we'll jump into the main part of the video today. We usually take a little bit of time to relax and break into it, but I think it's time. Do you want to go over Electro? We've talked about him before,
but Electro is the crackhead child of Bergie and Omnath.
Pretty much.
For those who don't know, Electro says you do not lose unspent red mana as steps and phases end. Pretty much exactly like Mono Green Omnath. Electro is 3 mana for a 2/3 flyer that says whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, add a red. Also, whenever Electro leaves the battlefield, you may pay X, and if you do, deal X damage to target player.
Mhm.
All of this is relevant except for flying. I don't think that we actually care that he has flying for
The
any
best
means.
blocker in the world.
Yeah, best block, he Timler blocker. He can block any flying
That's
Timners.
right. Don't do too much damage though.
You want to swing with Crom? I'm gonna swing with 40 red mana to your face.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Crombat is going to go one of two directions, not at Electro. It is kind of funny though. That is a deterrent. Like I legit like if you're holding up like 20 mana, it's like okay, I won't. You're safe. And it's funny, like all of it your Rite of Flame. Speaking of Rite of Flames, is a dark ritual in this deck. Like there's some cool shit with the mana generation in this deck, and there's cards that we could play feasibly that you wouldn't in other list. Like I was joking with Will about using Iron Crag Feet, where it's like you can cast one spell after this. It's like nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna make the mana, hold on to it, and then blow something up that target me, target player. Does that it can't be a planeswalker, or is that the blanket term
It
for
cannot be a planeswalker.
right? Okay,
If this was printed like what was it, 3-4 years ago, it could, but
yeah.
no.
That's kind of lame. But
I mean, bright side, it can't be redirected to. It can't be deflecting swatted to planeswalkers, but downside, it can still be deflecting swatted back to your own face.
yeah, please don't. We have
It's not
deflecting.
opponents, unfortunately.
Yeah, we have a deflecting spot though. We've got plays. At any rate, yeah. So maybe you do Iron Crag Feet into Faithless Looting or something. But there are a lot of things you could do with this, like any other storm list, like Ouroboros, where we did have Reiterate lines in that list as well. I think that's going to be our main line of play here too. What do you see as like functionally the best? It's going to be like A plus B plus C. But what do you think is the best line of play for Electro?
Well, I think reiterate lines are just going to be good. Just name some random infinite mana combo that doesn't feel like it's good enough. It's probably good enough for Electro. But also, one other thing is just really big, dumb spells that do a massive thing are 100% worth it in Electro. Because, for instance, we have this in the deck already, but Dance with Calamity.
Mm.
Shuffle your library, reveal as many cards from the top as you choose, exile those cards, and then if they total cost less than 13, you can cast any number of them. It's 8 mana to do that. Dance with Calamity, I think, was in there with Urbrask as like a weird exile your deck effect, if I remember correctly. It was something along the lines of that. But we can just cast that for 8 because we can float the mana to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Same with other things like Finale of Promise and other just dump mana into this effects. We can make those work because we can just tap out, float all the mana, and then use it on the next turn to do a big explosive thing and theoretically win. So there's a lot of big red spells that I think that we can throw into this deck that would hopefully be ad nos style effects.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that we should also just discuss Reiterate really quickly in case anyone doesn't know what it is, so that you can sort of work out the math with us when we were looking at Reiterate lines. The goal of running Reiterate, though, is to be, at least when you initially start using it, be mana positive on the action. So it's 1 generic and double red and 3 for the buyback. The buyback is the most relevant element of this card because when you cast it, you can put it right back in your hand. So copy target and instant sorcery spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Whatever we're casting, we just need to make sure that we are mana positive in the aftermath. So, if we spend 6, we get 7. We spend the 6 again, we go up by 1, we go up by 1, we go up by 1. But Electro makes it easier, obviously, because you're generating 1 red anytime you cast that ritual, anytime you cast Reiterate. And what's really cool about this list is if you fail, or if you're just using card quality effects to get to these cards that you want to run, in a lot of cases you're like mana neutral, right? And you're sort of piggy banking all of that, which is something that neither Ouroboros or Birgi do. And I think that's maybe why, like Will was saying, he's arguably better because there's so much value in just having him on the battlefield. There's the layer of effects that are just really good on this guy is outstanding. And I don't really see his last effect being a finisher. I think there's a way we could like generate infinite mana and lightning bolt him, Reiterate, cast. Well, he doesn't have flash, but you get the idea. There are play lines with kill effects where we can zap our own Electro to zap opponents. So if we were hurting for an outlet, he is technically an outlet. But once you get infinite mana reiterate, you can literally use any damaging effect. You can use a ping, you can use a shock, you can use a bolt, you can use whatever you want to kill the board.
And really quickly to answer a question from the chat, Calyx, if you make mana with an effect that says only use this for creatures or some contingent,
Oof, yeah.
it's linked to the mana, not to, it's linked directly to the mana. Electro doesn't, like, filter the mana in any way. It's still the same mana, so you still have that restriction. Like, if Jeweled Lotus was still in the game, if you crack Jeweled Lotus with Electro on board, that would be 3 red mana that you can only use for your commander forever until it leaves the pool. So it would still bottleneck that mana, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, how are we killing Electro? I mean, there's a ton of ways we can do it. Like I was mentioning.
Lightning Bolt.
Yeah, I mean, you could do it with your own Lightning Bolt if push comes to shove. And remember, when you cast the bolt, you get a red back, so you could filter that right back into his effect, right? So if you're at exactly 40, heaven forbid someone still has 40 at this point, life, you can nuke one player. But the goal is to come out on top. So when we do that, we're likely trying to recast Electro, so it's probably going to happen at sorcery speed. I wouldn't suggest we implement anything that would give him flash. I mean, I guess we could use Emergent Zone. Maybe we use Emergent Zone.
A lot of work for very little.
Yeah,
I'd rather just have lands that make red.
Right. So like we could do the bolt line of play. If Reiterate was a part of the strategy, we could just use Reiterate, Lightning Bolts, or you can incorporate, like if we just drew through our deck, anything that would sacrifice him, which again, I don't think is necessary. Like we probably shouldn't have to include my mind immediately went to Goblin Bombardment because we're in red, but I'm like, that's just like win more here.
I found a very funny win con, and I love that this card may now be cEDH playable. Worldfire.
Oh. Wait.
Get rid of everything. Exile everything from every zone except library and stack. And then set everybody's life totals to 1. Electro leaves the battlefield. We can ping somebody for 1. Then we can replay Electro with our floating mana that we've been battering the entire time.
That helps us.
How much kill people over 2 turns? We punch.
How much mana is that though? Let's be honest.
That's 9, but to be fair, that's like floating 2 turns of mana. To be fair, we have to replay Electro for 5, so that's probably like 3 turns of mana, not 2 turns of mana.
Yeah, and then we need to play him again, right? Well, actually, wait, is there...
No, if we replay him that second time, that is the only time we have to replay him. He's just punching twice, and then that's game.
Oh, he is a flyer. Wait.
Well, I mean, there's no creatures in play. There's no creatures in play. It doesn't matter if he's a flyer or not.
True. I mean, if he had haste, though. Wait, all permanent.
Oh, if he had haste, that would be great. Which, by the way, why is the guy who can turn into lightning not fast?
Yeah, like a majority of like lightning creatures. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe they thought about your Worldfire line of play. Like it's too good. Could you imagine if Electro was just like going in there and smacking people with 2/3 in the air? It's like, dude, you're dead. Wow. I mean, okay, so
it's funny. It's funny. That's really all there is to it. I don't think that we should run that. I feel like running things like Soulfire Eruption are better, where it's just impulse draw like 10 cards in 1 turn.
Right. So let's talk about big dumb spells. I mean, I think something like is there a line of play with Isochron Scepter here? Am I crazy for thinking that we could do something with Isochron Scepter? What's the best thing we can slap on Isochron Scepter?
There isn't like a dramatic reversal thing that we have in red. No. We could do.
Is there an untap artifact in red that we could just regain the mana from?
No, I think the closest one would be a hijack effect, but they're not instants and they're not 2 mana or less.
Yeah. The goal is to functionally make this free or like near free and then have some sort of added benefit. Like I would probably, the biggest thing you could do is strap on like what is it, the impulse draw or rummage effects that create a treasure as well.
I mean, or hey, we could just throw one of those big spells under Panoptic Mirror and then get a massive Panoptic Mirror every turn. I don't think that's a good idea, but we could.
Yeah, that's true. Panoptic Mirror is
It's
Valid
Isochron
play.
Scepter for 5 mana, but it does not have a instant restriction or
Yeah.
cost restriction.
Do you want to?
No, I don't think that we need that.
On a similar note, why does legendary creature the speed demon not have haste?
Yeah.
He's not that fast. He has to wake
Well,
up
he's
first.
revving up. Like, he needs to get to speed. That's his whole thing. So
He
I can
doesn't start in gear
understand why
6.
that doesn't have haste, but it should have haste as well.
Oh my god, if he had haste, dude. If they just like haste would be a little over the top, I feel like, for this guy. As
on
a
Electro,
3 mana,
he's
2/3 flying
he's a 2/3
haste.
that punches.
But I'm just saying, like, that is like mythic status in my opinion. Like a 3 mana 2/3 flying haste is just baseline really fucking good. That's like really good. But then
Doesn't Modern usually get like a 1 mana 3/4 haste out with like Swift Spear and other prowess things?
Well, this is just on top of the cake, this 3-tiered cake that is you don't lose mana whenever you cast. And then I know we talked about this during the set review, but he's just good. He's just good. Isochron, blah, 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 blah. You might be able to use copy cards like from Atali, like a Zealous Conscripts to untap Isochron. Yeah. Christopher. That was the thing that got me most excited when we talked about this. This is a deck for Braid of Fire. Okay, so that is the first card I want to add. Because I love Braid of Fire. Like I have a foil copy in my collection back there that I'm like, man, I can't wait to find a deck that plays this well. And I think Electro is maybe the best deck to play Braid of Fire, like hands down.
This Electro art is Patrick when he saw this Electro printing. Yes!
Yeah, it's one of those cards I'm like, this is gonna be cracked at some point. So let's discuss our expectations for this list, and then we'll obviously get into the nitty gritty. We have a lot of it sort of flushed out with our previous Ouroboros deck, but there's a ton of stuff we should include Electro specific, like Braid of Fire. How soon are we trying to win, and like what's the game plan? Is this a mid-range, I don't want to say control deck, but like are we trying to stifle our opponents as we build up mana? Are we trying to storm instantaneously? Like how quickly can we go about this?
I think it's probably Electro turn 2, try to storm off and just build up something turn 3, and then if we fail, big spell turn 4, hopefully win the game off the big spell.
You think we're a big spell turn 4 kind of deck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you're playing Electro turn 2, turn 3, you're just playing every cantrip you can, playing all the rituals you can, float like 6 mana, and then you just pay 3 for the next turn to play Apex of Power or something, or just a big dumb spell that says win the game, hopefully.
Can we run Endstone? I get what you're saying, like because Birgi works off of, and this is the distinguishing feature between Ouroboros, Electro, and Birgi is that she'll just operate off anything. Like you cast her Mox Amber and like you get a mana for casting Mox Amber, right? So she storms a little bit more efficiently than those two, and that's fine. I think that the mana generation from Braid of Fire though will help us. Like if we turn 1 that. And then do the turn 2 Electro, we'll get the ball rolling on that big spell much sooner. Like we could probably do the big spell turn 3 if we had Braid of Fire turn 1. So I think it ultimately will help us incrementally. But I mean, you're right. I mean, Birgi does generate mana just a little bit better, and we can look at Endstone really quick.
If we do hit Endstone as our big dumb spell, I do think that we're happy. Like it's not bad. It is a draw. It is sufficient draw,
bro. I mean, I do see us jamming like a lot of card quality effects. Like anything that's 1 mana, for sure. 2 mana is still adequate too. Do you know what I mean? I think that we should try to incorporate as much rummage as possible. I'm not sure I'm as high on. Yeah, that's bullshit. Because the impulse stuff is still really good. Like it's exiled and playable until our next turn, and like we're holding mana indefinitely. It's all good. We could use any rummage and impulse effect. What am I thinking? Are they good proliferate effects? I don't. Maybe.
I don't think we want proliferate effects because if we're running proliferate for specifically Braid of Fire in the deck, we're investing in the hope that we find an enchantment in red.
Mm-hmm.
That's not happening consistently.
So the first thing I want to do is just move over the banned cards because we're never gonna get to play these, obviously. If you guys want to follow along with the build, you can do so by going to the link in the description. Again, this deck is built out for another list. Urobrosk did run a grinding station underworld breach line. We could still do that. I mean, underworld breach is a hell of a drug, and like we could probably win the game off of that. We didn't really discuss any lines of play with underworld breach, but as just a way to recover things that we are potentially rummaging or just casting and put into our graveyard, I don't hate it, right? I think that honestly, I feel like underworld breach is really good in this deck.
Yeah.
It's weird to call a card that's traditionally a value piece or sorry, a combo piece, a value piece, but I think Underworld Breach is just a really good value engine for the deck.
It is just another Past in Flames, which is good.
Yeah, so got all the banned cards out. Let's go ahead and add some effects. I don't know what we're missing from like the suite of cards like Faithless Looting and so on. So what should we add first? Do you want like card quality the same way I do, Will?
Yeah, I think that running the one cost stuff is usually better. Even like the quote unquote one cost stuff, like the light up the stage, which by the way is the reason why flying is relevant on Electro. There you go.
Why?
Just
Oh,
punch
wait, wait.
somebody and then light up the stage cost one.
Oh, yeah. Burning Inquiry? No.
Which is Burning Inquiry?
You know Burning Inquiry.
Oh yes. It's not positive, it's net neutral.
Yeah, it is, but it's funny.
It is funny, but it is net sorry, it's net negative, not net neutral.
Yeah. Magmatic Insight is in the deck. That's a great one. Cathartic Pyre. In my mind, if it generates mana, it's also free. So
Yeah.
Discard.
If we can get one that is like 2 mana, make a treasure, draw a card, then that's fine. But I know a lot of them because of Zada. So
Yeah,
I know that
Holler.
it's usually 3 mana for the ones that make mana and draw cards.
Grab Prize. I don't remember this one. Discard a cost, draw 2 cards. If the discarded card wasn't a land, deals 2 damage to each opponent. Hey, there you go. That's how you win with your Worldfire. You grab the prize, Will. The prize is victory.
Oh yeah, true. The loot effect or the one of the upgraded tormenting voice effects.
Okay, so how do the romantic rendezvous? No, thrill of possibility. You just want the 1 mana
Are
ones.
thinking of cathartic reunion or?
No, I was looking at romantic rendezvous. What do you mean?
Oh yeah, the Spiderman one.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do like that. That is one of the new good ones.
You want to incorporate the 2 costs. Discard, draw 2.
Only ones that make mana. I want them to cost 1.
Let me look up exile instead. Well, they wouldn't have play. Okay, so Heroes Hangout. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. Choose one of them until the end of your next turn. You may play that card. This is a new uncommon from.
That is what I thought you were talking about when
Yeah.
you were saying romantic rendezvous.
Yeah. Wait, God, I can't spell. Heroes with an E, right? Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's definitely not in the Urabras deck. Spark of Creativity. Exile the top card of your library. Choose target creature. Exile the top of your library. You may have Spark of Creativity deal damage to the creature equal to the exiled card's converted mana cost. If you don't, you may play that card until end of turn. Is Spark of Creativity good?
I mean, it is just 1 mana draw, so sure.
I mean, it's also like a potential. Like if we pulled the Worldfire off the top, then we're like, oh yeah, I'll kill the Crom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not bad. Yes. says spark. It feels
Seize the Spotlight is probably a decent choice. It's each opponent chooses Fame or Fortune. For each player who chooses Fame, you hijack one of their creatures. For each player who chooses Fortune, they give you a treasure and you draw a card, and it's 3 mana.
fame or fortune.
Seize the Spotlight.
Sorry, seize. I was so close. Seize the.
It has people choose Fame or Fortune,
Got
but
it. Got it.
it's a vote card.
Okay, so are there? I like Go-Go and Roaming Throne to be extra Electros. Thoughts?
Yeah, Go-Go is just another Burgie. How expensive is Go-Go? I think it's 4.
I think it's 4.
Yeah, it's 4.
It does have haste.
I mean,
No.
it is just another Burgie effect.
Do we run Burgie in this deck?
We do. We keep the boys that make extra mana so that we can net mana for Electro.
Do we play Ouroboros in this deck?
4 feels bad, but 4 is also the same as Go-Go. So
Exactly. I don't know if we use Go-Go or Ouroboros. I don't know if we need that much generation. I like Endstone because we seem likely to run out of cards in hand faster. Yeah, no, I don't disagree. I think what are some draw engines we should be considering for this list?
big spells.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So for instance, Apex of Power and
I'm gonna put the One Ring in the deck, I guess.
Soulfire Eruption. So Apex of Power and Soulfire Eruption are 2 big spells. The One Ring is good enough. The One Ring is cool in this deck.
One Ring's good enough. Soulfire Eruption and Apex of Power. Are you excited for the Hobbit release, guys? Do you think we're gonna get a reprint of the One Ring?
Hopefully.
Another
that card needs to go down.
What if they reprint another one? Another one of One Ring.
Post is gonna fucking sue.
Could you imagine? They're like, but this is the Hobbit version. And it's like, this is when Bilbo finds it. Dude, that would be funny as fuck. If
I would love if they just gave different art for the One Ring, just in general. Just more varying arts, because it is as played as Soul Ring almost.
Oh yeah, where's the One Ring music? Sorry, I think we broke that track because we played it so much. No, I don't. I think the soundboard was. What was the soundboard on, Will? Did you have it?
The soundboard is on our Discord. Oh. So if we're in the Discord voice chat, we can play that.
Ashling? Do we want to run Ashling in the deck?
It's Magecraft Loot. No. Ashling has the same effect of you get to keep your unspent red mana, but no.
It better be the Arkenstone. It better be the One Ring. Serialize Bilbo's broken dishes. What else could we serialize? I'm pretty excited for the Hobbit. I'm not gonna lie, guys, because I do want them to expand on that universe. Like I'm a fan, so I don't mind that. But all right, what are we doing here? Do we need to look at mana generation, Will? Like things that make red mana?
I think we have enough rituals that do it.
Are they all in the deck, like the good ones?
I believe so. Currently, I'm looking for very funny, dumb lines, like something like Death Bellows War Cry to get 4 Minotaurs and find the Minotaurs that win the game for us.
Continue, sir. This is a very noble effort you're undertaking.
Yes, I'm looking, because we have the Nebs. So I'm like, do we have a Minotaur that just gives your other Minotaurs haste? And that's what I'm looking for right now.
You want a Minotaur package in this.
If we can find a way to make like an actual Minotaur combo work.
Yeah, of course.
Otherwise, we have Dragonstorm as a thing, but I don't think that there's like good mono red dragons that you can win the game off of directly.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't be like, I find these 3 dragons game. I know that you can do that in Izzet with the new Nivs. The new Nivs can do that in Izzet, but I'm trying to look at our high cost spells and see what funny stuff I can make work.
Do you think they'll ever go back to making cards with enslaved in the title?
Probably.
Yeah, enslaved dwarves is such a sad card. Are we running Urabrosk? We talked about it. I don't think so. To be perfectly honest with you.
Well, it's funny. I feel like I said like, oh, 4 cost is too high, but I'm currently arguing for like, let's put this 9 cost card in
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, well, I mean, but there's a certain when you pass like 6 mana value, like those big splashy spells, they should be game ending or like really damning. So there's sense in it. Will, that's what I'm saying. Is there room for Infernal Plunge? I don't think that this deck has other. I will look at it though. Let me see. Infernal Plunge would be a good one for mana. 6 mana Spellslinger Dragon Token Generator enchantment. Dragon.
I know what you're talking about. It's the when you cast a instant or sorcery, you make a 5/5 dragon.
Right of the Dragon Caller.
With flying.
Electro's like, holy shit, there's dragons in this universe. Let's go.
Also, random question, Patrick, Mana Geyser?
The answer is probably yes, right?
It makes mana. It makes a decent amount of mana.
I mean, do we use Iron Crag Feet? That's really where my head is.
I mean,
at.
You wanted to. We gotta try.
Yeah, do I get? Yeah. So,
I mean, if it's like Electro turn 2, Iron Crag Feet turn 3, we're probably winning turn 4.
Yeah, we've got to be. We've got to be. Strike it rich, Will. Create a treasure.
Warp World isn't good enough, right?
Warp World? I don't know. There's also
it's everybody notes the number of permanents they control, then shuffles their boards into their decks, then flips that many cards off the top and puts the permanents revealed this way into the battlefield.
No, that's so fucked. Like, I don't know that we come out on top.
Agreed. Which is awful. I wish it could do funny, but no, not good enough.
How about Maniform Hellkite, Will?
What does that do?
Oh, we'll find out. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create an XX Red Dragon Illusion creature token with flying and haste, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast that spell. Exile the token to be. Huh.
I mean, just pay mana to punch people. That could be fun.
I mean, that's like your reiterate outlet right there. You're just like,
yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. Wait, when I pay the buyback cost, am I making 6/6 dragons?
It's overkill. The mana value of the cost or of the card is 3. However, you're paying 6 mana. So if it's saying equal to the mana you spent, 6.
Yeah.
If it's saying equal to the CMC, 3. Mana spent. Yeah, it's 6.
Let's buy back a couple of Hellkites.
I mean, to be fair, infinite 6/6s versus infinite 3/3s is
what is better, Will?
At that point,
what is better, Will? Admit that 6/6 is better. Because if I had an army, well, that's an army of 3/3s could just block an army of 6/6s anyway. So it's I guess all things are equal. Can I see the deck so far? Oh, yes.
Link in the description.
Yeah, Victoria. It's a hodgepodge.
It is copy paste of Urbrask, and we're just finding the ads right now, and then we're going to be cutting cards after.
Yes, which might leave us with some space. Obviously, if there's new lands, also the land base can very likely be modified. Please let us know. Are we using Maniform Hellkite? Is this something we need?
I don't think we need it.
Okay, I love the idea though. I really do. And here I am looking to see if there's cool art for it, because that's equally important. At least when I play this game.
We could run. Nah, Hit the Motherlode isn't that good, actually. Never mind.
Desperate Ritual, Pyretic Ritual, they're all in there. I feel like we've added all of the... That's not true. Are there any other big dumb spells that you guys want to incorporate? Or draw engines? Or removal spells that we're missing from this list? Like, does this list have... what is it? I always forget the name of the Duskmourn card. The good modal Duskmourn card. It's like a guy
Uh,
with a broken vacuum or some shit. Do you know what I'm talking about?
wait, are you talking about like the? Oh, are you
Removal.
talking about the monk, pinnacle monk?
No, 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 no. I'm talking about the instant speed
Oh,
removal.
sorry, no, yes, untimely malfunction.
Okay.
For some reason, I did not know what you meant by modal Duskmourn because whenever I hear modal, I think Flipland. um,
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. I don't think we have untimely malfunction in here, but that's a really good one. Are there any other like new utility and or removal effects that we should be incorporating? Because this, thank you, Calix. I think it's been since Dockside was banned, which is a, a few sets back at this point. Um, there's stuff missing from here that are maybe new sweet spells for red. What there? No, there's another. There's a couple of good new red spells.
one that is not legal yet, but we should put in for the sake of it, redirect lightning,
Oh,
both for theme and also good card.
well, it's on here, so fuck yes, dude. Redirect lightning's gonna be amazing. Oh god, yes. Oh, okay. So yeah, so
I
redirect
think that card's
lightning.
already like $60 or something.
Obviously, I mean, who's how is it 60 and no one? It's not even a physical
20.
card. Okay.
It's 20 right now,
Right.
but people are already valuing it at $20, and I'm like, it's gonna go up. That card's
That's
so good.
no. It's a staple. It's a staple. Like hands down. It's a good card. It's a very good card. I'm just looking at things that generate mana right now, guys. So, if I'm skimming through here really quickly, it's because I've seen a lot of these before. Beep, 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 boop, 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 boop. But in a second, we can take a look at the body of the deck and then remove some things. I'm just trying to see if there's anything I'm missing. Whenever modal, I think of spree cards now. Yeah, I mean they're technically all modal, aren't they? Ska?
Indeed.
What's ska? What?
Hmm?
Like the type of music? What you trying to say? What you trying to say?
We should just have ska playing in the background.
Just as soon as I read that, there was something that could kind of similar to ska happening outside. Are we doing treasure shenanigans to make red mana at all? I mean,
I don't think there's many treasure shenanigans that we should do. Strike It Rich, I think, is the one of the few treasure cards we're running in the deck along with Ragavan, but I think most of the things are just make red.
yeah. Stormkiln artist.
Oh yeah, that's another one we're running, but Stormkiln Artist is in there because it also works off of copying, not just off of casting. So for random effects like storm effects, it is good.
How about Soul Bright Flamekin will? Pay 2, target creature gains trample until end of turn. If this is the third time the spell is resolved this turn, add 2, 4, 6, 8.
You pay 6 to get 8. This is a Godo card. This
It's
makes
an
8.
Electro card.
Yeah, it's 8 mana per rotation. So
Well,
yeah,
and not even no, not even per rotation because it's this turn, right? So it's 8,
so no.
16.
You're paying 6 to get 8, so you make 2 on your turn. So 8 net mana
In
in
total,
a
total.
rotation.
Sure. Yeah, that's a lot of mana.
Yeah, that's a lot of mana.
Wait. Are we using the Lorwyn version? They all look the same.
Yeah, there is no difference. But yes, that is a very good card. Yes, we 100%.
Okay, Soul Bright Flamekin's good. Maybe.
Yes, Sieving Song is already in there.
What I like about
Tristan, you can check out the deck list in the link in the description so you can follow along.
Thank you. Is it actually already in there? I'm sorry. Wait up.
Yeah, you did it. You're good.
I should have, right. Yeah, okay. It's like the 3 cost instant speed. Thank you for that. Runaway Steamkin.
Yeah, that's in there. Steamkin is in there.
Yeah, is Steamkin? Yeah, guys. I think I left a link in the description for you guys. I
You
hope
did.
so.
It's
Okay.
in there.
Yeah, feel free to check it out. I'll keep on saving and continuing so that everything's up to date. Oh no, you're good. You're good.
We have 2 Strike It Rich in here.
I just omitted one. I'm surprised. It makes sense that we ran it in Ouroboros, but I wasn't aware that we did that. Wow, Soul Bright. I totally forgot that existed, dude. Good card. Important. Yeah. I don't know. I just it didn't matter. I'm like, I'm pretty sure these all use the same art, but you know, we're using the Lorwyn version. Vessel of Volatility. Probably not worth it. I think that's probably it for like interesting mana generation effects, Will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is Soulbright Flamekin, it's not technically a mana effect, but
Yeah, because it targets a creature and gives it trample.
right. So the
Yeah,
way
then
we
it is not a mana ability.
yeah, we need to like make sure that I don't think anyone's going to try to muck our yuck doing that, but like don't stack them, like do them one at a time and see if they try to do anything about it. Cursed Mirror, don't need that. Add one to your mana pool for each attacking creature, don't need that. Okay, I'll call it quits on the mana generation. I feel like we've got a lot of good cards here to begin with. Why don't we go ahead and just like make some cuts to see where we stand with the deck? And again, like if there are any instants or sorceries that you guys are seeing absent from the list that we should likely incorporate, let us know. Anything newer?
I think Haze of Rage is a little bit overkill. I'm looking at sorceries first.
Yeah, I'll start with sorceries as well. Sorry,
so
so
Haze of
Apex
Haze is overkill.
Yeah, we don't.
Karzev's expertise. I know that you can double cast things with that, and there's probably some shenanigans we can run. I'm trying to remember the reason why we ran this though for the other one.
Let me look.
Outside of just being an okay card.
Oh, Reality Scramble's in the deck. Why is Reality Scramble in the deck? Oh, you know.
Oh, that we polymorphed our Saga commander into Underworld Breach.
You know what's funny is that we could do that with Braid of Fire into Underworld Breach still, but I don't think we need that.
We don't. The reason why was Reality Scramble was a tutor for Underworld Breach in the deck.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
We don't need that now.
Path of the Pyromancer. Discard all the cards in your hand, add red for each card discarded this way, then draw that many cards +1. Starting with each player votes Planeswalker or Chaos. If Planeswalker gets more votes, Planeswalk.
Yeah, it doesn't make a much of a difference. That will be like a net neutral card that lets us reset our hand. I like it.
Yeah. I mean, more than net neutral. We go up one, right?
It depends on how many cards.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Fact.
It's usually going to be like... Also, Infernal Plunge? I don't think we need Infernal Plunge.
I threw it in there as another potential mana generator, but yeah, I don't disagree. Ignite the Future, okay. Will?
You said Ignite the Future?
Yeah, exile the top 3 cards of your library until the end of next turn. You may play those cards. If a spell cast from your graveyard, you may play cards without spending mana.
I like it because we can use the flashback very easily in this deck.
We would actually use the flashback. Are we on Will of the Just?
Karzev's expertise as well. That is kind of irrelevant.
You're not finding a meaningful play.
Also, we have 2 light up the stages.
Oh, we totally used it in Urabrosk then. I'm going to get rid of a promise. Oh, fuck that. No, we keep a promise fulfilled. You've been caught stealing.
You've been caught stealing
is not as good here. Sorry, again, this was copy and pasted, mind you. Bolt Bend should come out.
Yeah, because with Urabrask, that would be make 3. Ooh. It was a Pyretic Ritual, but
it was good.
Electro, it's making 1, so it's not even fast mana. We can cut that.
Yeah, we've got the dual caster line of play too. So if you see like the Twin Flame, Heat Shimmer, that's why. Like you could just win outright with that, and we should do that. Get Grape Shot. No,
we don't need Grape Shot. We will because we have dual caster Twin Flame as a win con in the deck, but we're also just going to be able to like Twin Flame Electro a few times to kill people by paying mana. So we shouldn't need Grape Shot.
Wheel of Fortune.
Yes. Just if we ever run low, yeah.
Warlord's Fury. Creatures you control gain first strike until end of turn, draw a card.
Draw a card. That's good enough.
Yep. Renegade Tactics. Target creature can't be blocked. Draw a card. Yep.
I think that we cut everything that isn't necessary in sorceries. In instance, we can cut Bolt Bend.
Yeah, Bolt Bend came out. Overmaster is good. Overmaster is the best of the 1-mana draw ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, hands down. We want to keep that. I think sorceries are good, man. 26 sorceries seems good to me. Right? We're done making cuts here. Lands.
Increased Vengeance is actually really nice in Electro.
Yeah. Oh, what's it called again?
Oh, we already have it in the deck.
Oh, did I miss it? What'd you?
Increase Vengeance is an instant.
Oh, that explains it.
It's a fork, but you can only copy a spell you control. However, if you cast it from your graveyard with Flashback 5, you copy it twice, which is really nice to copy our big spells.
Mm-hmm. Damn, Redirect Lightning. Look at you.
Direfleet Daredevil's not needed. Goblin Engineer's not really needed. And Vindictive Flame Stoker, I think, is not needed.
Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put an oil counter, sacrifice it, discard your hand, then draw 4 cards. Ability costs 1 less for each oil counter. What a weird tech card. Look at us. But
Yeah,
I mean,
we had it in there because we're like, that's 2 mana, draw 3. Sure.
Yeah. I mean, for me, we probably get there pretty easily with this deck too, though. But I don't know. Do you hate it? Like, I really don't. I do feel like that's probably easy to accomplish.
I don't think that we ever really need it because we have big spells for that.
Yeah, Treasonous Ogre we want. Everything else.
Yeah.
Everything else here looks great. We're actually down to 100, Will. But let's look at lands really quick, see if we're missing any.
We're going to need to re-add Past in Flames and those things that are usually in Burgy as well. So what are the usual ones? It's Past in Flames, one that we got from Bloomburrow, and then another one we got from Doctor Who.
Let me just add the Past in Flames right now. But no, yeah, didn't we just get a new Past in Flames like recently?
Yeah, we've gotten a couple like over the years.
Okay, I think it was this most recent set. I totally forget what it is, though. Let me just do this. Will, what is the text for original printing again? Like, is first print? Is that it?
Yeah, is equals first print. Also, do we want to put in the Molten Reflection stuff, like the new Twin Flame effect from Outlaws of Thunder Junction, the good one?
What's it called again?
It's Molten something, I believe.
The answer is probably Will of the Jeskai.
Duplication, Molten Duplication.
Yeah, let's toss that in really quick. But isn't Will of the Jeskai better Past in Flames?
Yes, Will of the Jeskai is better Past in Flames.
So,
but we want all of them. So Past in Flames, Will of the Jeskai, and
thank you on the Molten Duplication, guys.
Do we want to? Do we run Snort?
So I'm looking at
it's not horrible.
Snort.
4 mana. Each player may discard their hand and draw 5 cards. Each opponent who does takes 5, and flashback for 5 in red. So it's like a Wheel of Fortune with flashback.
Snort it is.
Like it's not bad.
It might be on the chopping block, but yeah. What about bonus round?
Yeah, we run bonus round. Also, Return of the Past is the Doctor Who flashback effect.
Return the past
Yeah, Return the Past.
and bonus round sounds good. Yeah. Are you thinking about Festival of Embers? Not until you said it right there. Will, what does Festival of Embers do?
Festival of Embers was the Bloomborough one that I was thinking of. During your turn, you may cast instant and sorcery cards from your graveyard by paying 1 life in addition to their other cost. If a card or token would be put into your graveyard from anywhere, exile it. You can pay 1 and a red to sacrifice this enchantment. The reason why this is good is it's 2 separate lines for cast from graveyard and exile, so theoretically you can cast all of your instants from grave and then sacrifice this in response, put them all back into the graveyard, and then you can Past in Flames all your instants again later. Um, you are paying life. That's probably better than Return the Past. I think we can cut Return the Past and put in Festival of Embers.
Okay. Oh, I like Return more than Embers. Calyx, why is that? I'll get to cutting these in a second.
Like Embers more because we can double dip. Like Return is consistent though, I guess. So Return might be better. It's if we need to grind, Return is better. If we need to like combo, Festival of Embers is better.
What you thinking?
It's a weird one.
Um,
Oh, the Red Town is a pretty good one as well. With the adventure
I
effect.
saw it. I was looking at it. The
Because it's a win con. It's a win con. That's a land.
you're talking about Lindblom.
Hmm?
Lindblom.
It's the one that adventure you make one of the black wizard
Yeah,
tokens
yeah.
that burn people, and then it's
Oh,
just a tapped red town outside.
stop! I didn't see the alt art for Lindblom. Oh, that's so fucking cool. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sold.
Victoria, we're not cutting any creatures outside of stuff we've already said. I don't know if the list is updated yet, but
No, no, no.
we cut
I'm
some
sorry.
creatures. I think we cut like
Sorry.
2.
Yeah, no, we 100% we do that. Are there any other lay-ins and or instance? I'm just looking at instant sorceries from recent sets, guys. If you're wondering what the hell I'm doing, because I feel like we're missing something that's good for this deck, and it's killing me.
Um,
Full throttle at the beginning of each combat, untap all creatures that attack this turn. Not worth it.
red. Yeah.
So expensive for like such a mediocre effect. Pinnacle Monk works as a backup dual caster line if you have enough cost reduction mana production. Pinnacle Monk is how much again? Pinnacle Monk is a MDFC, right?
Yeah, it's 5 mana for Pinnacle Monk, but the idea is that if we have 2 Electros in play, we can just recast Twin Flame over and over and over and over and over again on Pinnacle Monk to make an infinite hasty Pinnacle Monks. Not a bad idea. We are going to be running Pinnacle Monk anyways because it's a modal land.
Is
There's
it
no reason not to.
is it
It's
in?
another win con.
It's not in already though. Yeah, let me if there are any other MDFCs that we're missing, please holler. But yes, Pinnacle Monk, it makes a lot of sense, Chris. Yeah, creature count is
It's
questionable.
just a good lad. It's better Anarchist. I love
Oh my
it.
god, yeah, dude. It infinitely better because it's instant and sorceries, right?
Yep.
On the monk, yeah, dude, so good. Untimely
All right. Is
malfunction,
there any random
bitches.
red Spider-Man cards?
Yeah, I know. Sorry, we are near like the end of like the brute, practically
Oh,
speaking, so we can test
the
this. So
best red card that got printed, Spider-Punk.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. This is like our Grand Abolisher, basically. Kind of. Yeah, I'm gonna call it that. This is like our Grand Abolisher. It's like everyone's Grand Abolisher, but you know. We get to keep red mana. How much are we gonna do off turn? God only knows. We will see. All right, I made it all the way back to assassins, so I feel like we're done here. Yeah, no.
Yeah, there really wasn't any outstanding red cards from
These last few
Edge of
such.
Eternities were there.
Not really, dude. Great Train Heist. I'm looking at some of these like
Oh,
new modals.
we did get a Devastating Onslaught, which is the double X token copy, the double X Twin Flame. You can make a whole bunch of tokens of a whole bunch of things, but it's just 3 mana Twin Flame.
Do you want it?
I don't think we need it. I'd rather have the flashback Twin Flame effect that got printed in Bloomborough.
Did we add that already?
But even then, I don't know if I would want that.
Is there any effects that we're missing that, like enchantments or otherwise, that read like whenever you cast instant or sorcery, exile the top card of your deck, yada yada, play it till the end of your turn or the end of your next turn? Are we missing any sort of like engines like that we should be running? Electro duplicate.
Yeah, Electro duplicate, I think, is the Foundations. Yeah, it was not Bloomborough. That was the flashback Twin Flame. But I don't know if we want it because it's just a 3 mana Twin Flame effect.
Yeah, thank you. All right, yeah. If we're missing any utilities, please holler. But I think we're
also we're not running a Lightning Bolt or a Braid or any of those.
Sorry. What about a Braid?
You were so perfectly still there. I was questioning if your camera froze or something.
No, we're good. You want a Braid in the deck, is what you said?
Lightning Bolt, a Braid, things that might be able to kill Electro, which granted Twin Flame effects can do it, but one or the other. Or Zioa's Justice, something that just gets Electro off the field, but is also just generically good removal.
Artist Talent.
That's the thing that when you cast a non-creature, you rummage, and then you can make your stuff cost less, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dump our lands, get rituals to keep going. I'm not against that.
Neither am I. Artist Talent. Okay. On that note, let's get some cards. We could probably cut 2 lands, just like mountains. Right? Because we have 29 with the 2 MDFCs. Well, actually, we have 30 technically.
Yeah.
With like Shatter Skull Smashing as well in the 2 we added. I know at least those. Dragon Rage Channeler.
I kind of like it, but we don't. Dragon Rage Channeler is better for Urbrask because you can flip into the Past and Flame side on Urbrask consistently. I still kind of like it though. For artifacts though, we don't need Staff of Completion.
No.
Or Moon Silver Key.
Moon Silver Key or Grinding Station technically.
Yeah.
Grinding Station.
We also don't need Blindside Diamond. I know that we have Underworld Breach. We could win with Underworld Breach. We have 2 win cons in the deck already. 3 actually. So we don't need Underworld Breach.
Yeah. Are we on DRC? Which is DRC?
Oh, Dragon Rage Channeler.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no, we just discussed it. Yeah, I guess we are. For now. Imperial Recruiter?
Yeah, just getting, actually I was going to say getting Bergie. Getting Treasonous Ogre or Dualcaster Mage. There you go.
Or Pinnacle Monk.
Or Monk. It gets all of our things to win the game. Or Steam Kill. Or, yes, Imperial. We keep Recruiter. We keep Recruiter.
Spider Punk? Does it hit everything? It might.
It hits everything but Bergie.
Yeah, it's a pretty good card. Crackle with Power, a little late to the show. That's okay. And it's already in the list. Show if it's really in the list. I don't think we do have Crackle with Power.
Is that's the pay a whole bunch of red and X thing?
Yeah, X double red. Crackle with Power deals 5 times X damage.
No, that is purely a win con card. We do not need it.
Yeah, it's dope though.
Granted, love that card in Casual. Not good here.
We do need to cut a few more cards. We've got at least 7 to cut. Do we need the artifact gamble? Probably not.
No, we don't. We can.
Where am I looking? Is it
We should cut one
instance?
of the enchantment-based Past in Flame effects.
Yeah,
Let's cut Festival of Embers just because I think that it's better to have the safety of grinding if we need to.
fair.
I don't think we need value. Our deck is kind of greedy.
Definitely. Where is the what is the name of the gamble, artifact gamble? Am I missing it?
Reckless Handling.
It's instant, right?
It is a sorcery.
Why am I just not seeing it?
It's we don't have it in the deck.
Oh, I'm so confused. Oh, no. Oh, do we need it? I thought you were suggesting we
Oh,
cut it. No, I don't think we do. I don't think we do need it. I don't think we
because
do.
the artifacts that we care about are like the One Ring and Endstone,
All
but
right.
we're probably just drawing into those.
How high are we on the snort?
We could probably cut Snort. We also this could be a deck where we cut Mana Vault because our commander only uses one of the mana and then he floats all of our red. So I don't think we need Mana Vault.
I mean, that is a turn 2 Treasonous Ogre.
True. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
We could probably get away with keeping it, but
I see what you're saying. It's not like we're not really optimizing it with.
yeah, I mean, even if you just want to ignore that it can't be used for our commander, it at least lets us pay a red to make 3 that we can use to pay into other things immediately. So good enough. It's a dark ritual. Good enough.
We'll also put it into Soulbright Flamekin.
It's not good to get our commander, but it's good with our commander.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know.
I like. We can probably cut Fire Prophecy. It's
Fire
the
Prophecy.
instant that deals 3, and then you can put a card from your hand onto the bottom of your library and draw a card.
Dig it. We don't have any more dupes in here, do we? No. Valakut Awakening. Put any number of cards from your hand to the bottom of your library, then draw that many cards +1. It's MDFC.
It's a modal. It's
Tapped
it flips
modal.
into a tap land, but it flips into a land, and it is just kind of a ritual. We probably could cut it though.
I'm gonna say we cut it. It's maybe one of the weaker modals for this deck.
I mean, if it was untapped, this would be very good modal, but it's not.
I'm struggling here, man. I almost want to get rid of Artist Talent just because it's a little slow. Not to say it's bad. It's just a little slow.
Yeah, because yeah, because we don't really use the last effect that much, and the second effect isn't too useful for us. So I think that we can get rid of Artist Talent. It's not bad. It's just
Well, I mean, I was
it's
asking.
iffy.
I was asking for like that utility. So thank you for coming up with that, Calix.
It is definitely one of those cards that you could toss in just by preference. Like it could work in the deck very well.
Do we have too many big dumb spells? What is this? 3, 5 big dumb spells, I would say. No, not.
I think we have enough big dumb spells. I don't think that we should add nor cut more. Because I think we got all of the good big dumb spells that we can run.
Well, we need to cut 2 more cards here, so I'm kind of struggling on these last ones.
We could cut through a possibility.
Are we running a sorcery speed one? No, I don't. Okay. Yeah, I'm good with cutting through.
We also might be able to cut Ricochet Trap.
Am I missing it? No,
Because I
it's
don't
right
know
there.
if we're going to need like a ton of stack interaction. Maybe Mog Salvage. We can cut Mog Salvage. Yes, it's free removal, but the thing we want to remove is usually going to be the One Ring. So I feel like player removal is our One Ring removal.
We also incorporated Untimely Malfunction, and like with our commander, like it's like basically a 1 mana effect. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm good with that.
Mog Salvage can go out. We can keep the Ricochet Trap.
All right, lords and ladies. The deck is 98% casual. So
Wow, that
says
is rude. That is freaking rude.
so says tapped out. Maybe it's because we're running redirect lightning because it's technically
Hey,
not a legal
let's
card.
cut it and see what happens. Like just on the bar.
Oh, sure. Wait. I'm curious. But we are going to play test this deck. Again, Will, can you walk them through what the goal is of it?
So, for those who don't know Electro, he has a mana ability similar to Mono Green Omnath, where you keep all of your red mana forever as long as he's on the board. He also says when you cast an instant or sorcery, get a red mana. And when he leaves the battlefield, you can pay X and deal X damage to target player. Our game plan is going to be we get Electro out, we try to do the usual Bergie storm off thing. If that fails, we float as much mana as we can, and then we go, okay, cast a big spell for 9 mana, which should refill our hand, keep us going, and hopefully win on the next turn. This is just kind of safer Bergie. If we need to win the game, theoretically, we could just Twin Flame or like Lightning Bolt Electro 3 times to have Electro die 3 times, which should then kill each of our opponents because we theoretically can make infinite mana with a couple different ways.
So I have a starting hand here. No lands.
But I see it.
It's pretty good. Yeah, no, it's Crimson Wisp, Seething Song, Light Up the Stage,
If
Mana
we top deck a
Geyser.
land, it's turn 1 Soul Ring into turn 2 Seething Song Electro, and then
Yeah, it's
start
pretty
doing the
good.
thing.
That's a great deck. Cheers, mates. Thanks, Tristan. I think it's okay. Again, we'll see how close it is to where we want it, but like we was saying earlier and just a moment ago, like our baseline's pretty simple. We're trying to cast a big dumb spell turn 4, or really get the ball rolling on a storm play turn 3 or 4, depending on how early we can get out some mana. So we'll probably play test up to turn 4. Let me just see if I draw a land. No land, and we'll go to the next game. Simeon Spirit Guide is in. Wow, we're really struggling to find red sources in our land base. There is a blast zone here, but we don't really need
Yeah,
that.
we should have cut the all of the colorless sources with the exception being like gemstone caverns, I think.
And maybe emergent zone we could keep, but
I don't like Emergent Zone.
homeward path. Who the fuck are we? I'm sorry. Let's.
Ancient Tomb. Ancient Tomb is the other one that we can keep.
You don't
Yeah,
want to.
really quick, let's fix that mana base.
What do you want? You don't want emergent zone?
I only want to keep Ancient Tomb and Gemstone Caverns as our 2 colorless sources.
2,
If
3.
anything else is a colorless source, we cut it.
4. What about War Room?
We can cut War Room.
4.
We might be able to keep it, but no. I don't think we need the draw. We have big dumb spells to help deal with the draw.
Okay, we should be back up to 100 cards here. Shouldn't there be like a little tally somewhere? Oh, damn it. Let me just do this really quick. This should be 100. Okay. All right. Let's try that again. Gemstone Caverns. And a lightning bolt. Okay. So we do need to draw a land, but Light Up the Stage, Gamble, Dragon Rage Channeler, Abrade, Seething Song again. This is not a great start, but we would use the Gemstone Cavern here. I'm going to see if there's a land next. No, there is a Rite of Flame though, which doesn't do shit for us. Okay, we're gonna reset. We're getting some weird hands here.
Well, I think that we could have potentially kept the turn 1 Gemstone with Dragon Rage, just because we could pitch a Braid, play Dragon Rage, or play Gamble, try to find some form of mana.
I would say that this is a better start, though. Triple Mountain, Jessica's Will, Rite of Flame, Ragavan, and Redirect Lightning.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
That's a turn 2 Electro.
Yeah, let's try this out.
That's
Apex
a turn
of
2
Power.
Electro in 2 ways, actually.
Right? We will start, though, with the Raga. And just go from there. Pass. Choop. And we got Warlord's Fury. Neat. Some of these things work really well with Ragavan. These, like, can't be blocked, nonsensical stuff. We'll swing with Ragavan, though, first. Deal combat damage to a player. Let's just say we get an unplayable thing and we get a treasure. Okay. Do you want to ride a flame?
I mean,
Or do you want to...
we can. Like, there's not a lot of reason not to.
Oh,
Well,
I didn't play land per turn either. Sorry, we can do that
yeah,
first, I
we
guess.
get Electro out first, and then we do the usual Bergie stuff as much as we can.
Right. I mean, is there a way to... I mean, I guess we should Jessica's Will. No, I want to Jessica's Will when he's out.
Yeah, so we play Electro, or play land, play Electro, then we oh no, yeah, we don't have the mana to Rite of Flame then. It's fine. We just pass. We play Electro, pass, and then we do stuff next turn.
You want to keep the Rite of Flame, though, for next turn.
Yep. Also, one thing I thought of that we may want in the deck is the 1 mana Blood Pet style effects in red. Gold Hound and
Skirk
Skirk
Prospector?
Prospector.
Yeah.
Just play one player commander turn 2 a little bit more consistently.
That's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. Maybe we
That's something
incorporate
for
those.
later, though.
Yeah. Next turn.
Yep.
Runaway Steamkin. Well, we're about to Jessica's Will here, so we do want to see what the top of our deck holds.
Yeah, we Steamkin first just because we can probably make mana off of that, I believe.
Do we have the mana sufficient to Steamkin?
So play land for turn, Steamkin for 2, Rite of Flame making 3, and then so we have 3 mana with the Steamkin up, and then we can play Jessica's Will. So yeah, we should be good for that.
Hold up.
And if we play something else, Steamkin makes us 3 mana, and then we can play Apex of Power.
How much are we saying we're getting on the Jessica's Will? 5 or 6?
6. Usually,
turn 3?
Yeah, usually somebody's drawn up a little bit here, so we can assume somebody's at 6.
All right. Top 3 cards of our deck. Great Furnace, Reiterate, and Imperial Recruiter. Seeing Reiterate there is harsh. 6 mana.
Yep. So 6 mana. We can play the draw card from our hand, and then Steamkin is going to have also 7 mana. We got 1 off of Electro.
Right. I'm sorry. Okay, so we're at 7 mana. Do we have the mana to just Treasonous Ogre here? Hold on. Yeah, 7, right?
Yes, we have 7, and Jessica's Will says we can only play the cards this turn.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure we get the Reiterate out. Like, can we win with Reiterate right now? I don't really think so.
I mean, if we could just value Reiterate to get Reiterate to our hand.
Yeah, that's a fact. Do we want to swing with the monkey to just get another treasure real quick?
Well,
actually, we still have Steamkin.
Casting the cantrip, the Fury, means that we can make 3 mana off of Runaway Steamkin.
How many
and then that
counters
means that we're at
Steam...
10, and we can cast Apex of Power if we want.
How many counters does the Steamkin have at this point? It's just 1.
1 from Rite of Flame, 1 from Jessica's Will, and then the cantrip make 3.
All right. We'll break even and put this on the Ragavan, I guess. Right?
The Fury is everything gets first strike.
Am I mistaken? Creatures. Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, it's good.
So we'll do that. Break even, draw. Ancient Tomb, cool. Get a counter here, so we're good to go. We're removing counters. You want to do Apex of Power to start? Is that what you said?
Yeah, because it's draw 7, make 10.
Exile the top start 7 cards. To turn, if the spell is cast in your hand, add 10 mana of any one color. Sure. So let's go ahead. I'll remove the counters from the Steamkin.
If we were doing this in an actual game, I would probably say attack with Ragavan first, just to have 1 red for Redirect Lightning, but like, we're playtesting, it does not matter.
Yeah, I'm building another counter on Runaway Steamkin for the Apex of Power. We'll exile the top 10. I'm just going to put them in my...
top 7.
Top 7, excuse me. But the 10 mana total in our... Actually, it's going to be technically 11 with Electro. If the spell was cast from your hand, add 10 mana of any one color. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I'll exile the 7, just put them in my hand for now. And it's until end of turn, this turn. So actually, it's just like Jessica's Will. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see here. We got Heat Shimmer, Tybalt's Trickery, Birgi, Prismatic Vista, Wheel of Fortune, Faithless Looting.
So we could just dual cast our Twin Flame Wind now, right?
With Imperial Recruiter, yes. So is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we
But
could
no,
do the thing.
hey, good. We didn't swing with Ragavan. We're still main phase one. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah. I think we got the Tybalt's Trickery as like a little bit of backup. There's no reiterate line of play here. We would need like a big mana spell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if we could buy back Jessica's Will, reiterate would work, but
Yeah.
we need to buy back Jessica's Will.
I'll pay
But yeah,
for
there
the
we go. That's
Imperial
a game on 3.
Recruiter, grab the Dual Caster Mage, and then we'll go Heat Shimmer. Sorry, build up the Runaway Steamkin. And then target, so we go down by 3, up by 1. We'll target the Imperial Recruiter, and then we'll go ahead and cast Dual Caster Mage on top of that. We'll do that with the Steamkin mana, just because. And we've got what? We've got 6 mana floating with a Tybalt's Trickery and a Reckless Handling in hand. I mean, that seems pretty good to me.
Trickery, Reckless Handling,
And a Reiterate, technically.
Reflect Lightning, and Reiterate.
Yeah, I feel like we're in a good space here.
Or not Reckless Handling. Yeah, we don't have Reckless Handling in hand.
Reckless Barbarian Will.
I think that was probably in response to me saying mana battery stuff.
Let's run another. This is working though. This hand doesn't work. 3 lands, Heat Shimmer, Renegade Tactics, Expedite.
Oh, sorry, no Reckless Barbarian.
It's not a good hand. This is a good hand though.
Yeah, Reckless Barbarian is another stockpile effect. Reckless Barbarian is 2 mana to stockpile 2 mana, which works, but we just need to stockpile 1 mana, not 2. So it's a little bit harder. That isn't a bad start, actually. The Chrome Mox with the Chrome Mox with all the rituals was not a bad start. However, that second one is significantly better.
Yeah, we'll keep this. So we'll draw a card. There's a couple ways to do this. I think we get the red source down first, though. Soul Ring, Chrome Mox, the Trap. Is that okay? And then we have mana. We don't have mana for Electro, though. Am I crazy?
There's no way to get Electro at this turn because we can't get a triple pip or double pip.
Yeah, if this was a mana crypt, but that's okay. Boop. We'll put the Soul Ring down.
Another thing about that, the Spirit, is it filters our colorless mana into red mana.
Kind of love it, dude.
That's just so good.
Yeah, absolutely love it. We'll pass with that. Just put the Soul Ring down. Imagine if he was double generic and a red.
Oh, that would be so good. That would be so good. If he was Mana Cryptable, which, yes, I know Mana Crypt's not in the game, but if he was, so good.
We'll do Mox, Mountain, Ring, Electro, and then pass. Okay, so...
and we are able to float 1.
Awkward. Yeah. We'll say we floated the 1 that was there. Okay, so Ancient Tomb land per turn. We do have Shatter Skull Smashing, mind you. We could use that as well, but are we running the Ruby Medallion? No, I don't know that we need it, but we could technically incorporate Ruby Medallion. Is this Ignite the Future turn?
2, 3, 4. We have exactly enough to get the Flamekin going.
Do we really? Wait.
So we have 1 red floating, and then we have 7 mana from our current sources. So we need 2 mana to play the Flamekin, and then 6 mana to get it revving, which is exactly what we have. So we can make 8 and then start doing the funny thing.
Do you just want to do that?
I like doing the funny thing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god. Sure. Sorry. Yeah. Soulbright Flamekin. I will use the red that's floating with a Soul Ring, 1 generic floating, another generic floating. We'll pump into the Flamekin. We'll pump into the Flamekin. And we'll pump into the Flamekin, targeting each time Electro. I don't know. And we'll generate 8 mana. Electro can swing. Sure. All right. 8 mana floating. And pass.
Yep. And
Next
then
person's
on
turn.
next opponent's turn, we take the 8 and turn it to 10. We take the 10 and turn it to 12. We take the 12 and turn it to 14. And we go to our turn, turn the
Okay.
14 to 16. Probably filtering colorless, but we're at 14 floating.
Yeah, so
That's the relevant part. 14 floating to start the turn.
untap, and then upkeep. Sure, we could just do this now.
We
Two.
can do it later, but we have 14 floating. We can filter our Soul Ring and Ancient Tomb into red using that at some point.
Oh, I'm just
But
doing it now, dude. I'm doing it now.
fair.
Yeah. Oh, wait, and we get 6. We get 8 for this. Jesus Christ. Yeah. So we're at 20 mana, 20 red mana before we draw, and we get a mountain. Sure. Soulfire Eruption.
Yeah, and I think that we target literally everything except for our 2 creatures. We target our own face for this.
Yeah. For each. Wait. For each exile, damage equal to cards converted mana cost to that permanent or player. You may play the exiled cards. So yeah, how does this function? Hold up. So choose.
We target for every permanent we can target. We impulse draw a card, and then we damage the permanent for the card we impulse drew off of it.
What amount of cards?
So
what amount of cards?
If there's 5 creatures in play and 4 players, that's impulse draw 9.
Jesus. Okay, so is that the average we're going with right now on turn 4?
It would probably be higher than that. We can just say 10, flat 10.
Flat 10 for 9, -1, 8. Okay. For Electro. Okay, so sure, we'll do that, and we hit ourselves at least once, right?
Yeah, we'll say the first flip is us, but then the rest don't matter because we can't really keep track of damage to opponents through this.
We'll take 1 damage for Warlord's Fury.
There you go.
Cool. Exile the top card of your library, then Soul World File deals damage equal to them, and you play the exiled card until the end of your next turn.
It's impulse draw. We can play that card until the end of our next turn. Or better impulse draw. Good impulse draw.
Sure, we'll play it now.
10. Do 10. We get 10. So we drew 10 cards.
Am I missing that? Wait.
So impulse draw is we exile the top 10 cards of our library because there were 10 targets. We deal damage to the CMC to whatever targets were targeted. So, for instance, the Fury targeted us. The next card targets our next opponent.
I'm reading this wrong. I was thinking they exile their cards.
No.
It's all us.
We exile, and then we can play those cards.
Sure. So let me just put it in hand. I'll just put it in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, someone. Wow, dude. Dance of Calamity, Apex of Power, and Invoke Calamity were all pulled, which is hilarious. Some of our bigger spells.
We punched some people for a lot.
Really hard. Some things got hit really hard. We also got a bunch of low B spells, but that's fine. Warlord's Fury was pretty soft on us. Shit, I mean, I don't know. I guess we just start with the low storm effects, right? So we'll do like Warlord's Fury really quick, draw a card.
Yep.
Runaway Steamkin, I think we probably
play that
immediately
so
play that.
Netting mana.
I'll play a land per turn too. I'll just do the mountain, sure, and I'll use the 2 floating to cast a Runaway Steamkin. All right, let's get the ball.
I know we haven't won yet, but we won. This is going to be.
I think it's game. Yeah, I mean we're really close. So there's a Heat Shimmer. Obviously we have some interaction in our hand, which is really decent. We're going to Crimson Wisp. I'm just going to go through the phases here, see if we pull anything. Bonus round until end of turn. Whenever a player casts insert sorcery spell, it copies it and may choose new targets for the copy.
Everything is doubled up. Non-permanents are doubled up.
I'm just going to use the poison tick for the counters on Runaway Steamkin because it's a little bit easier to navigate. What do you want to do next? Expedite? Sure. Expedite. Draw a card. Lindblom's great.
Oh, wow. Invoke Calamity lets us cast up to like 6 mana twice from our hand or graveyard without paying the mana cost, which gets doubled the bonus round. That's gross. Bonus round with Invoke Calamity is gross.
You want to do that now?
Yeah, because a bonus round just makes it so all of our stuff is doubled. So all of our cantrips are doubled, all of our draws doubled, everything's just doubled.
So bonus round, and then we go down to 8 mana, and we get our 3rd counter on Runaway Steamkin. And then we want to invoke Calamity first.
Yep. And then Invoke Calamity lets us cast pretty much 2 spells from our hand and graveyard without paying the cost. Cannot have a combined CMC of 6 or greater. So we get to recast cantrips and stuff from our graveyard.
Sure. So we'll go
Which we
down.
could recast that bonus round if you want.
Why the fuck not? Actually, wait.
Triple up.
I'll do the 3. I'll do
So
1.
first we get a 2 copy. Oh, quad up. We get 2 copies of bonus round, so all of our spells are going to get copied, and then we copy our worst of everything else in our graveyard that costs 3 or less. Then we cast our 2 best stuff with the second copy of Invoke Calamity, which is going to get copied 4 times. So we're drawing 8.
God, hold up. Okay, so yeah, Invoke Calamity. You may cast up to 2 instants or sorceries. So we're going for a graveyard, obviously. Total mana value. So we do bonus round. We get a copy of Invoke Calamity, though, that's doing this first, is what you're saying.
Yes, so the copy of Invoke Calamity is going to cast bonus round, which is going to get copied by bonus round, and something else from our graveyard.
Sure,
like
Warlord's Fury. Well, that's not the worst, but you get it.
It doesn't matter. They're all the same.
But they're getting exiled.
So Warlord's Fury is going to get copied once. Bonus round is going to get copied once. So we have 3 bonus rounds now.
Right, and so we're making copies and we're making copies and casting them though, right?
We're not casting the copies of bonus round, but
no, you may cast up to 2 instants and sorceries. I'm just for Electro.
Invoke Calamity is casting,
right? So for
bonus round copies are copying.
So for Electro, we get 1 for the Warlord and then 1 for the bonus round, and now bonus round is going off again. Whenever a player casts instant sorcery spell, you may choose new targets for the copy.
Bonus round is only copies; it does not itself cast. But every Calamity does cast.
Okay, so now we have 2 bonus rounds in effect.
3 bonus round, bonus round. So we had 3 bonus rounds.
Okay, so also, I'm sorry, the cast also triggered Runaway Steamkin. There's a lot of moving parts here. So we've got 9 mana, 2 counters on Runaway Steamkin, and Invoke Calamity on the stack still, with 3 bonus rounds in effect.
We cast our 2 cantrips and draw 8.
Bro, I didn't even factor the first bonus round. So technically we draw an additional card for the cantrip. And
correct. That first cantrip, the Warlord's Fury, drew us 2 in total.
So we had the initial... Wait, let me just get this straight. We had the initial bonus round, Invoke Calamity twice.
So we had 2 Invoke Calamities on the stack, which cast stuff from graveyard. We cast bonus round and the Warlords. Doesn't matter the order of these, so we'll just say bonus round happened first. So we got 2 more copies of bonus round that are happening. This was already cast, so we get 2 copies of Warlords. Now we have 3 bonus rounds.
Okay, so now Invoke Calamity is going to cast Expedite and Crimson Wisp,
which get copied 3 times, so we get 4 of each.
Oh my god. Okay, so we get 2 more counters on the Runaway Steamkin. We get
2 more mana from Electro.
2 more mana from Electro.
Paid for itself.
And then we're going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for the originals.
What do you want to do with the remaining mana, Patrick?
We don't need to do shit with it, dude. We just say the funny thing is we could literally apart from hand size, we could just stop. But why? 1.
You could cast that Seething Song for 20 mana.
Oh my god! I think we win here. Do we have draw effects? We have Wheel of.
I do not. We have Apex. We have Apex of Power. We can draw 28 and get 40 mana.
Dude,
we're good.
I think we win.
We won.
Yeah, and look, at any point someone says something like, okay, REB, redirect lightning, and up until that point we also had I guess lightning bolt to kill any sort of a creature effect that might try to stop us or affect us. But yeah, if we
insert the Simpsons stop he's already dead meme here.
Yeah, this is a lot. Is Electro non-deterministic infinite?
This was not even infinite. He just did the thing.
Yeah, dude, the bonus round copy bonus round was just like, because my mind was just like, okay, how many of these are cast? How many of these are just copy? And since we finagled that, like,
you know the worst part of all of this? If we somehow
Victoria,
we still had like 40 mana floating, and if somebody had the wise idea of killing Electro so we didn't have that mana up, they would die.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah, dude. Man. Okay, so I think we win here.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna call it.
there's no way that we do not win here. With the fact that we have
Oh yeah,
breach in
yeah,
hand, like we
yeah.
can recast anything to keep
Well,
going,
bro,
and
I mean,
we
I
win.
think we do like. I mean, it's funny. Like if we breached and then wheeled, we just have like a full grave. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of shit to do. Oh my god. Sorry, I reset. I wanted to look at the deck as a whole. Is there anything that you see we're missing, or is there anything you feel like sticks out as a sore thumb that we don't need? Oh, I'm sorry. Like Homeward Path. Probably just take that out really quick. Um,
Oh yeah, they lizard Connor's curse us. Yeah, turn Electro into a 4/4 with no effect. Angel's Grace. There you go.
Everyone's looking for the abort button. Everyone's like, stop this, stop, please stop. Yo, that was really fun.
That was way more fun than Bergie and Urbrask. And the
Yeah,
funny thing is, I don't even think that Bergie and Urbrask could have also done both of those things. It's just we had so much more freedom because we were Electro and we had all those safeties that we could do all that greedy crap.
no, it's because like the turn 3 Soulbright Flamekin was not like an option for the other
Mm,
decks. Like, oh, we have 8 mana,
true.
Soulbright. Like as
Yeah.
that's your big play, and it's so funny because it gave us so much mana going into next turn. I think that is something you need to kill. Soulbright Flamekin as soon as you see that.
Such a good card.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
the only things I could think of is maybe cut random things for the what was it, Diamond Dog and Skirk Prospector. It's the 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 thing that's also treasure, the creature that's a treasure in Skirk Prospector,
Yeah.
just for like 1 mana, sack this, get a mana for Electro next turn. But you don't need that. That's just an option that we could run.
Is this bracket 4? So yeah, I think we can establish where this sits. Would you guys consider Bergie bracket 4 or 5?
Bergie is 5. Bergie is 5.
And
Bergie's considered
Brosk,
cEDH.
I would say, is maybe high powered. It's a little bit harder to get to because it's 4 mana. Where would you say Electro is?
Bracket 5. He feels bracket 4 because he can do big, dumb, fun stuff that you should not be able to do in cEDH, but I think the ability to float mana means that he can hang with bracket 5 because he makes the dumb stuff work.
Will, do you want to just test this one more time and see if we can't get a win by turn 4 again? I think that will help me determine whether it's like 4 or 5. And let's take
We had a win on turn 3 and a win on turn 4 so far.
let's take actual mulligans here.
Okay.
We don't. Do we need Winds of Change?
Winds of Change could. Let's cut. We had like
Okay.
two.
Let's do this.
Winds of Change can be cut for
Skirk
Skirk Prospector, and
100%.
what's the other one that? Strike it Rich. Oh no, Strike it Rich is good. I actually like Strike it Rich because it's a turn 2 commander.
Let's do minimally just the Winds of Change for that. And here, now we'll do officially. This was an old card that should have been cut as well.
Let me see if I can find one of the other bad cantrips to
Sure.
add in. We could cut Faithful Saluting. It's net negative. Faithful Saluting for what is it?
I still like the Faithless Looting, honestly. I do still like the Faithless
Is
Looting.
it Gold Dog?
Gold Dog?
What is it called? It's Gold Hound? What is I know that it's
Gold
some...
Hound. Red artifact treasure dog. First strike,
yes,
menace.
that is what I was talking about.
Tap, sacrifice gold hound, add a red mana. You want Gold Hound?
Gold Hound just because it's a guaranteed turn 2 Electro.
For Faithless Looting.
Yeah, cutting Faithless Looting for that just because it gets us Electro out a bit more consistently.
Put that in our sideboard, the Faithless Looting.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because we don't have a sideboard, but I do like Faithless Looting, and if you want to run it in your deck, you should and could. Okay, guys, I will let you know if this is bracket 4 or 5 in just a second. If we could consistently do this with a proper mulligan, then it's good enough. This is actually playable in my mind with the gamble, but it's still a gamble. Like, we don't want the Apex of Power and Invoke Calamity in hand. Those are 2 big swingy spells. But the gamble kind of makes this somewhat playable. 2 lands. What are we gambling for? I guess Chrome Mox.
Uh,
And we
could be Soul Ring because that does let us ramp into the
the
One
One Ring
Ring, or
minimally.
it lets us just play into Electro on the. No, that won't be a turn to Electro. It does have to be.
Something we could put down now.
Yeah, it has to be Chrome Mox specifically, or Lotus Petal.
If we're really playing for the ring, we just get the Mana Vault and just go.
That's true.
Do we want to ship this or keep this though? Not enough action in this hand. Yeah,
This is a good slower hand because we can get like Mana Vault into the One Ring, and then we're probably happy.
Sorry, I need
But
to see our top deck. It's a Juska's Will. This does inform us that we should go for Electro, but I think we were going to go for Electro anyways.
yeah, because it's probably better to just grab Lotus Petal or Chrome Mox, probably Chrome Mox, and pick the Invoke Calamity.
Invoke Calamity. Yeah, one of those two. Apex of Power and Invoke Calamity. I'm going to say that we could take a fresh 7. Is that okay?
Actually, it's funny because we see Jessica's Will before we get the Chrome Mox and play the Chrome Mox. It depends on what
Chrome Mox
we discard
from the
off of
gamble. Yeah.
Gamble. Because if we discard Jessica's Will, we keep Invoke Calamity because we can recast Jessica's Will.
The biggest issue is if we were to gamble the mountain.
Yes, that's the one thing we don't want to hit. So we'll play this out.
You want to play this one?
Yeah,
okay.
We can definitely. Play
you don't want your fresh 7. Okay.
No, this actually works out very well. This is a better hand than I initially thought because Invoke Calamity is actually a really good protective wall.
All right, Will. D8, 1 or 7, please, God, no. 7.
So it's discarding Jessica's Will?
Bro, it's discarding Chrome Mox.
Oh, fucker.
Okay.
We're live fucked. Through that. But that's just annoying.
Do we concede? No. Okay, next turn.
We can keep going because we probably just cast our cantrip to draw here. Just to try to find a third land or fast mana.
Yeah.
But no, we cast a gamble. So next turn we play land and then see what we can do from there.
Oh no, I'm already on next turn.
Oh yeah.
We have Final Fortune in the deck is still good, but this is not what we need to see right now. Turn 3, Simian Spirit Guide. Okay, we have to Simian Spirit Guide out Electro. Turn 4, we got really fucked there, guys. Yeah, that was not good. Let's see what our fresh 4 would have been. That was bad. Oh, okay.
That was just getting screwed by a very, very horrible hand. So what was our draw after Simian?
I don't remember, bro.
Because I didn't see. Oh no, it was Bergie. Okay.
Yeah.
That was just unfortunate.
Let's see here. Ricochet Trap, Triple Mountain, Seething Song, Lightning Bolt, Bergie. I mean,
like Seething Song into Electro isn't bad because we can float the 2 mana.
Yeah, but we're kind of on the slow track for that. We really need like a Soul Ring. This is still like a slow start.
It's slow but doable. What's the blue card in our hand?
I'm sorry, it's Lightning Bolt. It's a
got it.
Thrum of the Vestige. If you need to know.
I hate that art because I'm like, that feels. I know lightning is blue, but also why the whole card?
Well, I'm gonna take this as our second 7 from the earlier hand. So let's go. Let's mull this. I figure we find better.
Okay.
It's nearly the same fucking thing, bro. Ancient Tomb, 4 mountains, Ironcrag Feet, so alternative mana source, and Thrum of the Vestige. At this point I might consider keeping this and just pitching a mountain, and then we're not far from Ancient Tomb. And the good bit of news is that we can do Ironcrag Feet into Electro, but Ironcrag is trip red. Is one issue with it. All right.
I honestly would have kept the previous hand because you can turn Bergie into Harnfeld to draw.
Yeah, fact. I always forget about the horn. Down to 5. Yeah, pitch the Final Fortune. Put the Final Fortune at the bottom of the deck, and I'll put the Apex of Power at the bottom of the deck. That feels fucking awful. Actually, I think we need Apex of Power. Right? Do we kick a mountain? This is a turn 1 Prospector, turn 2 Electro, turn 3. I don't know.
Do we dude, I like the enchantment. Um, I think it's probably Pitch and Mountain because we can turn 2 Electro into turn. Is it better to
Is it
get
better to
out
braid
the?
first? I know, I'm thinking that too.
Yeah,
I don't think it's bad to braid first. Mind you, the mana will burn before
yeah.
we get to Electro, and it's something that we're looking to
I
cumulatively
think
use.
mathematically it's better to Electro first.
If we braided first, and I'm not talking about Skirk Prospector braid either. If we braid first, then we get 1 red. Next turn we get 2 red Electro. Next turn we get 3 red to play with. We could technically Apex of Power potentially. It's so expensive. What do you want to kick?
I mean, we're putting a mountain on the bottom. The question is like, what are we playing first?
You want to get the
Well,
mountain out of the way?
our turn one is always going to be the same. It's going to be land skirk. So let's just play
Okay.
out there and then decide
Let's
from our turn 2 with our draw.
yeah. Let's top deck a dual caster mage. Okay. Mountain Skirk. Next, please God, my kingdom for another land. I'm a little worried about missing a land drop, but it's not the end of the world, I guess.
Yeah, because we can get Electro out either way, and Electro first is actually probably just correct
Here
because he lets us just generally float mana.
with this hand, 100%. Yeah. So we'll Skirk and then we'll mountain Electro turn 2. Okay. Next turn. How much do we trust our top deck mode? Me. Not at all. That's why I was just like, I know that it's those games where it's like you get flooded with mana from your opening hand, and you have the option to rid yourself of it, and then you get screwed. It always just happens that way. Great Furnace. Okay.
There you go.
Hey.
We play land and we try storming off with just the general cantrips first, and then once we're out of cantrips, we see what to do from there.
Yeah, we'll crash through. We'll float a red. Heart of the cards, baby. We get a Desperate Ritual. I mean, do we Desperate Ritual to dual cast a Desperate Ritual?
That doesn't benefit us anything, unfortunately, but
no.
we at least cast Desperate Ritual for the sake of just having the mana up.
Yeah, so we'll go,
and then from there we
go
probably play the
4.
enchantment. Unless how much mana can we float for next turn?
We have 4 mana floating, and then we could float up to 5. It's negative if we do the Braid of Fire, right? So like we would only float
We'll
with
have
Braid of Fire.
8 next turn without Braid of Fire. We'll have 7 with Braid of Fire, but can we get there 8? No, we can't. So we might as well Braid of Fire.
Yeah, we'll do the 2 floating and then Braid of Fire.
We just eat the fact that we know we can't. We're probably not winning next turn, or at least we're not casting the power. We're not casting power next turn.
Mm-hmm.
We can cast it on turn 5 though.
Shatter Skull Smashing.
It's
okay. Yeah, I think honestly this is just a draw. Do you want to
draw Shatter Skull, keep up mana for dual caster interaction if we need to do something?
100%,
on the stack.
100%. All right. So this is a potentially turn 5. Okay, decent play. We floated 1 from the Braids of Fire, I should say. So we're at 3 floating.
Now we're floating 2.
We're floating 3. Floating 3?
Correct. 3. Yeah. We're floating. We're floating a lot of mana in total. We're floating as much mana as we can in between turns.
Oh, sure. So we have 3, and then we'll say we don't need to use the dual caster. People pity us. They handle the board. Okay. At 7 next turn, Braid of Fire is going to give us 2 going into this turn, so we're at 9. We get Increasing Vengeance.
That's the copy, right?
Yeah, if the spell was cast from your graveyard, copy target instant sorcery spell you control.
Let me check one thing.
You want to?
So I want to see if copying power will let's see. I think if we copy power, we only get a total of 10 mana, but we'll draw 14 cards because we didn't cast the copy.
If the spell was cast from your hand, fact. Okay.
So if we have the ability to cast both, which would be 12 mana, then cool. I think that's probably the play.
We do. So we're 1 mana up too, so we don't have dual caster interaction. But 1, 2, a 3, and then we'll spend the 9 to do. So this is 12 total. So we'll put Apex of Power on the stack. Technically gain
You
1
get a red
back,
off of casting Apex,
and then we'll do Increasing Vengeance and get a 1 off that. Then we'll copy the spell. This was not cast from our graveyard. Put that in our graveyard. Like Will said, the first one is going to exile 7 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Before we resolve the one that is going to give us mana, we have 3 floating. Technically, we did have dual caster interaction, which is kind of cool. Is there anything we want to do before that? Not really with this hand. We did get our Pinnacle Monk too, which is kind of funny. And we got Overmaster. I think we can just let this resolve and deal with it. We just got a bunch of rituals.
Agreed. And because Wheel of Fortune, I do want to note Dual Caster is the only actual card in our hand.
Right. I think that I mean, we could technically copy Apex of Power with Dual Caster Mage if we just wanted more cards. I was looking for like another low end copy effect.
If we wanted, we could cast Desperate Ritual, Seething Song, and Flashback Increasing Vengeance to draw 14 more.
Fuck yes. Yeah. No. That's the play. So Pyretic for 4. For 4.
Yeah, so up 2 and then up 3 for Seething Song. So we go up by 5.
Right. Hold up. Yeah. So it's down by 3, up by 6. Yeah.
And we go down by 4 to cast Vengeance from Grave.
Right. So I'm just gonna leave that there. But it's in exile technically, so down by 5. And wait, how does it read though if you cast it from
down by 4 because we get 1 from casting it with Electro.
Sorry. How does it read again? Like if you
if you cast it from your graveyard, you get to copy the spell twice instead.
Great. So draw 7. Yeah.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nothing to
Impulse
do
7
here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mind you, again, like Will said, these are all technically exiled, but I think we're trying to conclude here if we can. Okay, nothing to do before this thing resolves, so we might as well just let it resolve. We have a Simian Spirit Guide. No, that's it. Let's do it. So we'll get another 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we'll float some red mana. God, dude, we have a lot of cards, but I see Twin Flame and Dual Caster Mage with 12 mana.
Yep. So we got Twin Flame, Dual Caster. We have Pinnacle Monk with we don't have Steamkin, but we could find a Steamkin to do the loop.
We have the Recruiter if we I saw a Recruiter here.
We also have an Underworld Breach in there as well if we wanted to just Underworld Breach, Apex, repeat.
Or Finale of Promise.
Finale Promise as well. Does Finale cast the copy?
It does. If a spell cast this way would be put into your graveyard. You may cast up to 1 target instant sorcery.
And well, it copies as well as if you get X high enough, right?
Yeah, 10 or more.
Copy each of those spells twice. You may choose. You copy the things.
Yeah.
It's not cast the copies. It's just copy.
It needs to be cast from hand too for Apex. So
yeah, well, Apex is just if you cast, right?
No, if the spell was cast from your hand. Cast from your hand.
Aww.
Super awkward wording. Yeah. Well, we have it anyways with protection, mind you. So let me just put out the protection so that we know we're good on this front. We could go Mana Geyser too if we just want to build up our mana beforehand, which isn't a bad idea, and pitch the Simian Spirit Guide.
Patrick, if we really wanted,
Endstone?
We could Pinnacle Monk to return Apex to recast Apex from hand.
You're so right. Do we need to?
Regardless, we have 2 different ways to get there, and we could probably find the third from here. That's a win on turn 5 with a bit of protection and setup. Good.
Yeah,
Good. That was a cripplingly bad set of hands. I think we could have potentially kept that. First and second hand,
the hand of 6.
The rest were bad.
The hand of 6 was better. I honestly don't mind. We should probably do this more often, to be frank. Mulling accordingly. Because this gives you a better impression of how these will operate in game. But we knew with like good hands, which I didn't really have to mulligan around, honestly, hard for those other hands. So I don't think we would have been down by more than one.
For the first hand, we would have had to have mulliganed down to 6, but honestly, I don't think that really
No.
impacted anything. With the second hand that we kept, that was the first hand, I think,
yeah,
for the second hand. Yeah. And then this third hand, we probably should have kept like the
hand of 6
the
with
slower
the
one ring
the
hand.
one ring hand. Yeah.
If we were in game, that was probably what we would do.
Yeah. This is okay. So to answer the question, maybe it feels like a 4.5. Like I agree, like with some of the early comments, that this is maybe a tough list in the fact that you will run out of hand pretty quickly if the things don't get working for you, because it's not like being mono blue where you have your Mystic Ristic, a lot of card quality effects. This does have interesting ways to build up a hand, but it really does rely on you having. I mean, we were down to 3 cards and we used 1 cantrip to build up. Like we really came back turn 4 into 5. Like that, I don't know, man. I this feels like you could play in a cEDH table, but is maybe just like high optimized. How do you feel?
I think it can play into cEDH just by the fact that it's Bergy, which is an actual cEDH deck, but the fact that you can store up mana gives you a couple outs
So
that you
much,
normally wouldn't
yeah.
have had. So it's a safer Bergy. Bergy's kind of like balls to the walls, try to win. If you lose, you're out of the game. Like if somebody blows up Bergy while you're trying to combo, you're dead.
Yeah.
If somebody counterspells that big cantrip, you're dead. This can kind of just keep mana up to go, oh, you stop me? Cool. Save up a bunch of mana. Cast a big thing next turn. Keep going.
Yeah, Calix, my biggest takeaway was how good bonus round is. I mean, like, and it was made all the more playable here. I think that's what's really great about Electro. It's letting us leverage cards that you wouldn't typically see played in a cEDH setting, like very, very well, by virtue of the fact that he's a piggy bank. I think the addition of the Skirk Prospector and the Hound are great. Like, we just need to ensure that turn 2 Electro, because we frankly didn't optimize for that. But I think those were really the only things we were missing. Dude, yeah, sure. I would say it's cEDH worthy. Yeah, I like it. I do think this is good, and Berkey is playable in that same setting. I think that this is equally as playable. Is this like as fine-tuned as it could be? Maybe like 2 to 3 cards could be opted out or switched around, and you could get it even more playable, but this is damn good. Braid of Fire feels a little slow, but it worked in the situation where we had it. I like this deck a lot.
Also, kind of thinking about it, I just did a little bit of the math in my head. It probably was better to Electro second behind Braids as opposed to first, just because we could have saved the Skirk Prospector on turn 2, turn 3 Electrode, turn 4 get 2 mana off the Braids, so Braids pays for itself, and then we have 4 mana to play with. 5 because of Skirk. So that would have been 7 mana to play with to do stuff, and theoretically we might have been able to do something.
Draw into something.
And then
yeah.
Actual turn 5, we would have had 3 more off of Braid in addition to 4 more off of lands. So that would have been 12 mana to play with.
Right.
So
whereas we had 2 off of Braids instead. Yeah. Right.
Might have been better, but math. I'd have to actually write it down to compare it.
With how we drew, it wouldn't have made a difference, but frankly, without that knowledge, Braid might have been better. That was interesting though. Like, was that was honestly like a real question. Yeah.
But yeah,
playable.
Did the thing. Funnily enough, I don't think we won either game by doing what I said we could have done of just killing Electro a couple times after making enough mana. It just did Bergy things, but with bigger cards.
Yeah. Bonus round is one of the best cards in RAL. And maybe one of the best cards here. But guys,
I will also say, I think in paper, this is going to feel better to play than Bergy, because one of the issues I've seen Bergy players have is you just kind of play a Past in Flames, and then you're like, cantrip, and you just kind of like keep digging, keep going, adjust the dice, and flip the dice. With Electro, it's more like tick, 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 tick. Pay all of it, play a big thing. Okay, take another chunk. Okay, here's a combo.
Yeah.
It's a smoother play style of Bergy.
Yeah. Sans the multiple bonus rounds. Sounds like a complication of like certain interactions, but yeah, no,
Yes.
I agree. I liked it a lot. I think this is successful, and we should see more from Spider-Man. We'll probably do Sandman, and we're very quickly shifting gears into all of these newer sets. And to be honest with you guys, the more Lorwyn we see, the more I'm interested in revisiting something within the world of Magic. So I'm maybe a little fatigued, which is maybe not where I thought I'd be, but I'm loving like what they did mechanically with this set, and I love a lot of the cards that came out of it. Not many of the legends are really great in a cEDH setting, but Norman and Green Goblin were fantastic, like really good. Uh, Electro's fine. I think like Norman is super consistent, dude. I really like that deck. Next though, we'll probably tackle a Sandman and see how hard we can take that. How good mono green can be. Electro in the 99 of red decks going forward. You think? I wouldn't say like he's as universally applicable as like say Spider Punk is in this deck. Like that's just a good way a shut off valve for your opponents. Where Electro is more of an enabler. How do you feel like
Yeah.
just in the body of the 99? Is he just a good?
Any deck that runs Urbrask will run
Yeah,
Electro probably.
yeah.
That's
Maybe over
how I would put it.
Orobrask. Honestly, I mean Orobrask is an outlet technically,
Yeah,
but
Urbrask is good because you can use it to ping people off, but people usually run it just to get things like Storm Kiln effects. I
mhm.
think Storm Kiln is like better than Electro by the fact that if you're running copy spells, Storm Kiln is better than Electro.
Yeah.
But if you're just making mana, you want to keep the mana around, and Electro lets you keep it. So
Mm.
good.
You disagree on Spider Punk in like mono red decks? You wouldn't always want to use this. It depends on what your deck is doing, I guess. But yeah, spells and abilities can't be countered, damage can't be prevented. Um, it's essentially in my mind something like a Grand Abolisher, where you sort of have free reign to do what you want. But I think is this better or worse than like a defense grid?
Spider Punk. So
What's the alternative in a deck like this? Do you know what I mean? Like if you're looking to storm off like this list is, and honestly, frankly, when we had like 12 mana before we pop off with a big dumb spell, I would have preferred to put down a Spider Punk. Do you know what I mean? I would have like rather had some layer of protection before we try to go off.
the main difference between Spider Punk and Grand Abolisher is you can still get stuff removed from Spider Punk, but Grand Abolisher says that Swords to Plowshare doesn't work. Spider Punk is purely anti-counter spells, which is good. Spider Punk is in some ways better and worse than Defense Grid. The reason why it can be better than Defense Grid is because you give it haste and then you just swing in and kill it. And then you don't have to worry about Spider Punk giving the next person uncounterable stuff. However, Defense Grid says nothing. You're not allowed to do anything on my turn unless you pay the extra 3. Same with Grand Abolisher. So it's a better way to prevent counter spells by a mile, but against generic removal, it's worse in every way because it doesn't prevent swords to plowshare to happen.
I
But
mean,
if
frankly,
you really care about counter spells against your combo, Spider Punk is 100% the way to go.
yeah, it's funny though. Like, oftentimes, if the Grand Abolisher is played in the person passes, I oftentimes see people not prioritize it as like the kill target. So if Spider Punk acts as a lightning rod on your turn, that's fine because we want to keep Electro around anyways. Right? I mean, like, I know, and it doesn't operate exactly like Grand Abolisher. Don't get me
I
wrong. I'm just
I
saying that
like
this is a shut off valve for effects on your turn, like you would run a defense grid in a non white list or anything outside of a list that's white that has those better effects. Um, that's what I mean.
I
They're not the same in terms of like how they read.
Yeah, I like Spider Punk in this deck though,
I think
specifically
it's good in this deck.
because all the things we're doing are spells. The only way to stop it is counter spells. You can kill Electro, but there's a deterrent to kill Electro because if I'm floating 10 mana, I could just say, "Hey, thanks for doing that, buddy. Take 10.
Yeah.
Screw you."
Or shit, I
um,
mean, take 5. I'll recast Electro and pass.
yeah,
Like, thanks. Like, that's cool. I think again, like him as a lightning rod, like Will was saying, because of the ride, you can give it haste, and odds are likely your opponents will just block and have this die. Like they don't want, they don't want the person to your left benefiting from this should you fail. So it's not it's not really damning in the same way that a defense grid is, right? So this is really good in this list, but I would say that in a lot of red lists that try to storm like this, where counter effects are going to be, the bane of your existence, then you probably want to incorporate Spider-Punk. If you're
counter
in white,
spells are how you get stopped, you're running Spider-Punk.
Yeah.
That's the TLDR of Spider-Punk.
Yeah, I think he's good. He's definitely like a new red staple pending your color pie. They can't even stop the Electro damage because of Spider-Punk.
Yeah, true. You can't counter the ability.
Yeah.
The triggered ability is
Damage-
uncounterable.
Damage can't be prevented either. So it's like
Also true.
It's all to face. It's all to face.
Yeah, you know that Angel's Grace? Screw you.
Which Spider-Punk art? I mean, they're honestly all dope, but the one because they did the movie version, right? Oh no, they didn't. I thought we got Spider-Punk from the Universe films. Shit, they're
I
all.
think the original art is supposed to be the Universe films.
Yo, he's sick. I mean, I think I do like the original art best. Although I do like this one where he's chilling in the web too. They're all good. I didn't see this one though with like the other Spider-Man behind him, but I like the one where he's chilling in the web, or the OG one. The OG one is sick as hell, dude. All right, that's it for the list, guys. If there's any suggestions or any feedback on like play lines we've missed or just card combos, let us know in the chat afterwards. But yeah,
well, freaking Kraza, the Swarm of One. That's the version of Spider-Punk.
I dig that. Swarm of One.
How like. So he's just a dude with like an army of pet spiders.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, that's his thing.
Respectable.
That's his thing. He keeps a little spider kibble in that bag on his waist. Sweet Deck, thanks for the stream, guys. Yeah, of course. Closing thoughts, Will?
Looking forward to Lorwyn Eclipse. Hopefully we get some more cool stuff out of the Avatar set, because that's coming before Lorwyn. You gotta go through Avatar first, which looking forward to inevitably building Appa.
Yeah.
Seriously. I think Sandman is going to be a good, fun deck. It's going to be like bracket 3, bracket 4, definitely. Yeah. It's nowhere near bracket 5. But I like the concept of a low-cost creature that has stats equal to your lands, because that gives leeway to abuse power matters things mixed in with lands matter effects. Just hyper ramp into, I have 10 mana. I'm going to pay 5 of it to draw 10. I'm going to reload. Repeat, repeat, repeat. I think there's a lot that you can do with Sandman. It's going to be a really cool deck to build. Is there anything notable of Lorwyn Eclipse outside of what we've already brought up? Not really, other than Shocklands are back. Yeah. Oh, and we do have a cool commander from Lorwyn. It's another one of the flip guys, Patrick. It's your creature spells have Convoke on the front. Your creature spells have Persist on the back.
Yeah, so yeah.
Orzhov Mikaeus.
It's Erdu and Isalu?
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe we'll build that, but we'll probably tackle Avatar before we get into Lorwyn, unless there's something that's really cool from Lorwyn we want to talk about.
I do want to say one thing that I've thought of and I very much like, because one thing I've gotten a friend to look into is hyper control decks for cEDH, which, for those who don't know, hyper is an old freaking term for card game stuff where you take a archetype and then you build into it so hard that you forego pretty much everything else. An example of like hyper combo is Roxai. They cut Cyclonic Rift because 2 mana for bounce effect isn't usually good enough, and 7 mana is not something they ever reach. So they start removing control tools, force mitigation, to make their deck more combo oriented. It's a hyper combo deck. Hyper control is an archetype that stopped existing with Tasigur back in the Shimmermere meta, and I think that this is a good meta to play hyper control stuff, because everything's a little bit more slow and board centric. You have to worry about Thassa's Oracle and Underworld Breach, but just being able to blow up a creature every turn is a really good effect to have, because if you can keep people off your commanders, you can legitimately control out the game really well. So for those who haven't really thought about playing control decks in cEDH, check out hyper control decks in the current meta. They're honestly kind of coming back, and I think they're good. I Squall is kind of an example of a deck that could be built hyper control that I think is probably decent in the meta. I also hope that Thorkel and Breach get banned so that that becomes a little bit more true because I'd like not having super hyper staple combos, and those are pretty much the two right now.
Yeah, I don't know how gnomes figure into the world of the Hobbit. Are there actual gnomes, or because I know
I
halflings are halflings, and
think.
yeah, I know. I mean, I would love a reskin. I would love a reskin of Oswald. I do have a really cool altered, Frodo version of Oswald that I like playing. So that's my speed. But I I'm just excited for the Hobbit in general. I do like that universe a lot. So I mean, that's
Um,
maybe the thing I'm most excited for next year.
so Calyx cEDH has kind of been removing or walking away from removal, but it's because people have been building more so into value. That is 100% true. But to the counterpoint, because everybody's building more value, more stuff is on the board, there's more impact on the board, and you can get away with running like I kill Kennen for the third time, or I like focus down the Gila for the third time, or I blow up Heuristic Study by recurring Seal of Cleansing with Squall again and again and again and again. You can get
Hmm.
away with blowing up things. The game's slower, so removal can be better, but because the game is slower, people are running more value, which makes removal worse. But if you can get ways to consistently get removal or recur removal, removal is infinitely better.
Bruh.
It's it's weird. It's because people are playing greedier, you can play greedier removal, but people have just decided to play greedier and forego removal. Um, just look into it. It's an interesting thing that does kind of work. Because my Abdel deck, my Abdel cEDH deck, which is primarily turning removal pieces into combo pieces, works pretty well because I can keep reusing the removal to pick down key pieces and then control out the game. It's play greedy removal is kind of the way that I'm saying it.
I'm just so happy that this promo went down in price. Like it really needed to happen because I kind of want to play Squall. We're shifting back towards the turbo meta right now. The turbo
I
days.
I have not played cEDH in like less than a month, but about a month. So I don't know what people are shifting to in these recent days.
Does Squall get any action?
If we get back to because I remember Rogsai was like the deck initially when the bans happened, and then after the bans, people realized, hey, we can just run a little bit of removal to stop Rogsai, and then Rogsai fell off hard, and then like TNT became the consistent deck. So if we're going back to Turbo, then yeah, the hyper control isn't as good. But I hope that we ban Thorkel and Breach eventually, because those are two combos that you can kind of really only stop with a counterspell. Because Thorkel, no duh, it's all triggers and
Yeah.
instants. And with Breach, you either counter the enchantment or it hits the board, and then they have access to all the counterspells in the world, and you can't do anything anymore. Um, I would like those two combos to be banned just to make the game a little bit more interesting and make the game more board focused.
Ral the fastest deck right now. Gwen.
Yeah, Gwen is super fast, but you can deal with Gwen.
Yeah.
Gwen is one piece of removal, and then you're usually fine. She has like Gorya's Vengeance and all that though.
I
But
haven't seen Vivi play it. I was gonna say it because the way it reads is good, but like, is it?
yeah,
I'd be curious
Vivi.
to see it actually played like in a tournament setting. Like, how does it fare against like some of these other fast competitive decks? Like, because it's a turbo deck, right? Like, are we trying to turbo
Vivi's
storm
like
win?
control.
Is it running that way?
Yeah, because Vivi can do turbo stuff, but a lot of the time it's just a Vivi hits the board, you cast a couple things, then Vivi's a dork for one turn and then dies. Vivi usually doesn't get high enough that it can build something crazy, and if you do get a curiosity effect on Vivi, people just hard focus Vivi and kill Vivi. So it's either it's dork that people that build up for one turn then kill, or it's a threat that people just kill. That's kind of how Vivi's played out in tournaments as far as I've seen.
Yeah. Yeah, the only issue playing off meta stuff like Oswald is people just kill it because they don't understand what they're doing with it. But if people are running less removal, great. Great. I run a lot of removal on an Oswald, but there's really nothing else to do until I build up my board. Um, Vivi's problem is that it's only on your turn.
Yeah, it only makes mana on your turn. And
Has
yes, I
it
know
gone down in
people are
price,
running
actually?
less removal, but people are still running like the
The
one mana
basics.
removal
Yeah.
stuff, like
Oh,
Chain of Vapor,
yeah.
Into the Floodmaw, stuff like
Whoa!
that.
What the fuck is this? There's another promo? Chocobo track foil? What the fuck? What the what?
Yes, there's another Final Fantasy promo set thing coming out.
Oh, is this
I
a secret
haven't
lair?
seen much on it, but I've heard of it and I've seen cards for it.
Oh, this is the best looking
Put,
one. This is the best looking one. If
put
it's a
Electro
secret
in
lair,
VV.
huh? Yeah.
Put Electro in VV.
Oh yeah,
Keep
just make your
mana.
red. Make your red. Hell yeah. Actually, that's funny if you could. But you know. Damn, I want this art. I just these are holiday Final Fantasy. Ah, okay. Oh, is it like a is this part of like what they did with Lord of the Rings with like the tableau image where it's like a stand with the 6 cards or whatever? Or is this
Oh, there are some. Yeah, it is
I didn't know
several new
about this.
cards, and there are some cool ones in
This
here.
is great. I love this art. Oh, okay. And anyway, guys, I will see y'all next week. Likely Saturday mornings, I think, is probably what we'll stick with for now. If that's okay with Will. But yeah. See you next time, y'all. We're going to
See
enter
you,
the Sandman.
Mr. Sandman. Make me
Amen.
some green. Bum 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 bum.
Make it